mean, we're trying.
Hi, guys.
Why you always trying?
I look over and they're both holding things in
Why?
front of their faces. So I was like, what do I have that's closest to me? A glass of wine. Obviously.
Obvi.
It's time for a
Because-
fun game of
Wine,
paper,
paper, fox. Wine
Fox
beats
beats-
fox.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
If you know what I mean.
Why doesn't
Okay.
Why doesn't Fox beat wine?
Why not?
It's begun already.
Yep.
Ah,
Sorry,
shit.
Kate. I'm so sorry. You have to be between us for this.
Like someone's got to keep the heat down, otherwise we wouldn't be able to keep the stream going. We'd get shut down.
Wine gets
Shut it
Fox drunk,
down.
Fox rips apart paper. Paper soaks up wine.
Ah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Crosshair,
oh, yeah.
I don't
All
like your
t-shirt
physics on it.
letterings are backwards. You guys can't wear letters on your t-shirts.
Damn
while
it.
you're sitting
No,
None of us?
No fucking way. First, I can't wear my dangly earrings. Now you're telling me I can't wear T-shirts with words on them. I
so
draw
bad.
the line in the sand today.
Mirror everyone.
Yeah. Hey, Pook. What up?
John is quiet as hell.
Hello.
That's not
We're gonna
good.
figure that out.
How about now?
Oh.
My shirt says I'd hit that.
Pick on someone your own size.
And the best of
Yay.
all, Bloomington.
Tit-eyed hat.
Tit-eyed tat.
Tit-eyed hat.
Well,
Tid-did.
this is
Yes.
us. So just to give you some idea, some of us have been moving all day.
Mm.
Some of us have been, I don't know what you guys, cleaning yoga studios.
Yeah.
And some of us just lives a life of petulance and disregard for others.
Follow me on Twitch.
But fuck off.
Hey.
Do you say a life of petulance?
Yeah.
It happened.
John, can I ask you to turn down the volume slightly for...
I don't know if I can because the volume's on your damn screen.
Oh,
Let me see if I can fix it.
No.
Oh, the speakers don't have a little wheelie wheel. That's great.
Perfecto.
Let's try that.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Let's see if that works.
Well, regardless of how we spent our days, although some more productively than others, I am so happy to be here with everybody today. The other PCs, our wonderful storyteller, and all of you here on Changeling the Streaming 20th Anniversary Edition. Or 34th Episode Edition.
Does that work?
Or whatever.
Captain Daff, if you have sent me an email, I have not received it. Are you certain that you are sending the email to me or info@RPG Clinic, or did you send it to Exaltwitch? Because I no longer check the
Either way,
Exaltwitch email.
I haven't received the Exaltwitch notifications.
It might be taking some time to get.
It's true. Crosshair and I farmed a little bit this afternoon to
Ugh.
make up for a week of no farm.
What?
Feeding the world,
you farmed
guys.
it up this afternoon?
We did. We did.
Maybe it's slow?
info@rpg.clinic, rpgclinic.com.
Probably. It might be just a bit delayed.
We're going to find out. But first, how's everybody's end of the weekend, beginning of the new week? I hope people are doing well and people are looking forward to
It's
tonight.
productive farm.
What was I going to say? Yeah. I guess that's about it, really, from me. Life's good. We're here. We're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go.
Pukajutsu is coming
DM.
down from an adrenaline rush. Scott, you were there. You want to fill us in on this shit?
I wasn't there at the end, but alls I know is Pook was getting donations left and right. And if you don't know, if you donate to Pukajutsu's Drive for Pride, he eats dicks on his stream. Gummy dicks.
And,
Gummy dicks.
yeah, I hear they're delicious.
They are delicious.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
It
in my
is
life.
actually pretty funny. Just like, well, anyway. there was
Yeah, he does.
much laughter. It's a great cause, guys.
So yeah,
So
you
if I hope it
broke-
was that, but
You broke 2K? It's more than
Yeah.
2K now, right?
Now I think
Yeah.
2,300 or something. It's like
Awesome.
friggin' amazing.
Can we
So-
get some pride bits cheering up in this biznatch?
Or
Some
even
poop
just the
pride?
Twitch Unity.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
What kind of rewards get
you
shared?
Get,
Linking
World
is
Cup,
linking is always okay for you, Pukajutsu. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for you. You know who you are.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And I'm just gonna call out Weirdness for being here past bedtime.
Thank you. We are also
Weirdness
much past our
Showed up out of nowhere one
Yep.
day and hasn't missed a stream since, if I'm not mistaken. That's
It's
like,
true.
which is awesome.
bravo.
Welcome.
What do we need to know about you, Weirdness? What do we need to know about you?
That you're
Yeah.
weird and awesome.
Yeah, I mean, what is the weirdness 101?
The
Like if we
weirdness.
I'm
And
still
yes,
trying to.
yeah.
I'm still. This email. Is it my email that's screwed up?
No, I haven't received it either. Maybe our forward.
Captain Daff, if you
Yes.
want to
Going to
send,
space.
Slow
if you want to send
AF.
an email to my direct email, that would be a good idea.
I'm just imagining some.
Oh,
Yay! See, there you go, Dio. Oh no! Oh god! Oh my god! There's more rewards.
Oh my
happening.
goodness, reward.
This is Fabu. It
Just your average internet stranger.
weirdness. You're here.
I have
No
so
longer a
many
stranger,
Gmail
now amongst friends.
accounts,
For what it's worth, I'm
so
imagining
little time.
Australian like internet traffic police literally policing all outgoing emails from the country, and they're like, they're like inspecting it. You know? Whee!
There we go.
Yeah.
So that's
There we go.
alright.
Yeah, no, that's from last week.
Nope, I just got it because I'm
Perf.
special.
Yep.
Aw,
We'll probably all get it like halfway through the session.
sorry, Captain Dab. I assume people aren't literally policing your outgoing emails, but. Woo!
Did that open anything on your screen? Nope, it's on my
No.
screen.
We saw,
Yay.
we saw you
Suck it,
opening an app.
everything.
We know which app you opened.
Uh-oh. I'm really hoping it's the like NPC character sheet app that John has.
Murder
Crosshair.
the PCs.
I recognize this as a true fact.
Defining intimacy. Kill the 3 player characters.
Yep.
People invite me to things on Fridays. They're like, "Oh, Liz, I recognize you can't get there till at least 9." Like they know.
Well, it's been years.
Yeah.
Like literally years.
Yep.
You've
Plural.
had more life with Punchy than without.
Well, either way,
As in her life has been more full.
Right,
since
right,
then.
Right. Thank you. Yeah.
Not literally though.
either way. For first off,
Right.
I'm just going to point out, Pride Week on Twitch has been amazing, and
Pride Month.
there's
Pride
also the
Month.
footy on
Yep.
for people who
the
enjoy the footy.
World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Footy dirt.
If you guys,
Sorry. I would fight Footy
Just-
Dirge.
just
Oh,
gonna-
bye. Oh, he's gone.
No!
Oh, fuck.
You can't storm off, John. You're trapped forever.
There it is.
Oh,
Hey.
There we
There we
go. Sorry, headphone users. I screamed into my mic.
No. Characters.
Is John the new Chaos Cats? Find out.
oh Christ,
Yes.
oh please no.
Next time on Smashing a Ramen Bowl.
Well, speaking of smashing, we've got 2 smashing moderators.
Oh.
Let's throw down for She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Echoes Through Song, Aragorn, Captain Daff, both in the hizzy today.
Tizzy.
I got the last bunny bits,
Wow.
Yay.
which is always pleasant
Mm-hmm.
for me anyway. That I get the last of the bits. You know,
The dregs.
The storyteller
bits.
privileges.
yeah, the dregs.
Does it sound like a privilege?
But what we can do, however, is we can catch y'all up because that email that got sent was a last minute, because this guy just can't stop, won't stop. Last minute recapped. Let's have a listen.
Last time on Changeling, Braum gets some fixing up from Dr. Saley. She sews him shut and orders him to bed. Lady Sophia is very impressed and signs her on. Our heroes sort of let their team back at the Spark know what's happened. Brennan brings tea and insight and offers to give Braum a tour. Sophia and Patches go for a beer. There's some resentment from the locals towards Sophia and how she got her title. Talus calls, looking for them. He makes a half-assed attempt to plead his innocence while threatening Cog in the same breath. Patches sends Cog to the spark. Sophia gets them a cot by the balefire. They wake up to breakfast, medicine, and Reggie's continued insults. Nobody knows where the Countess is, but they arrange to meet Count Spencer. They discuss who could be behind the threats to King David and Duchess Eloise. Can Patches build a state-of-the-art med lab? Where will Sophia find an Aneromancer? And has Braum forgotten to check in with Kyoko? Find out on Changeling. Now.
I think my favorite part of the recaps, and this is going to sound super cheesy, and I apologize for it, Captain Daft, but I think my favorite part is not knowing how and when the now is going to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be an enthusiastic now? Is it going to be a nice, gentle now? Or is it going to be something weird? Like, that's my little treat.
The pause,
Cherry on top.
the pause that caught us out that one week was epic. I loved it. That was fab.
Hey.
Nice crosshair. How long you been
Crosshair.
saving that up? About 72 hours. Oh, okay.
Aragorn, you think I feel shame for Braum's actions. I don't. He's an idiot.
What the fuck?
Fabulous. Grouper bench. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A map
Hey,
of your
Sulfur.
next game.
Excellent.
So
Ambisbane.
when do we get to say that we are favorite children?
How about
Oh.
right now? Now you have a dance?
Did they spend? Did they spend? Did they spend?
So, who is Aragorn's favorite children today?
You're gonna be even more favored than me.
I
'cause the
I
thing
know
God
that I
is
am,
badass.
so I didn't need to prove it to mommy. I didn't spend any experience. Did they
spend
spend?
He didn't spend. Scott screwed up
Oh,
again.
no, no, no.
So, what did you buy?
Sure. I bought Spring 4. Fairy Ring, which is basically a protective circle. Protects people from dark magic and renders people inside of it. What? What, snarky snark? No,
Imagining
tell
you
it to the
making
class.
Sophia making a ring for herself and being like fairy ring, and like that's what she chooses
Yeah.
to spend her glamour on. Go ahead. Sorry.
No,
See,
that's
it's
it.
stupid.
These are the players I deal with.
I, with GM permission, got Legitimate.
You wanna elaborate on what that is?
Create illusions. I need to have the various realms involved. Somewhere in this mess of papers, I can perhaps read you a more thorough description.
Smoke and mirrors.
Ooh.
Masters of Legitime move beyond paltry copies or temporary manipulations and can conjure long-lasting, convincing illusions with their glamour. A dilapidated, broken bridge could appear sturdy enough for a car to travel over it, or the troll enforcer may back down after seeing the satyr with a whole crowd of angry and illusory friends behind him.
Ooh.
The character could even create an entire party with food, guests, and music.
Yeah,
Chimerical party.
miracle party.
There's no cleanup
and
afterwards.
Successes determine the duration. Between 1 minute to 1 week.
Could have a week-long party with no cleanup because it just disappears at the end.
Yep.
That is.
A week-long fake party with no one.
Oh, it'd be people
Or
there.
exactly who we want.
It's true.
That sounds pretty great.
So, can I ask, just because I'm always curious about these sorts of things,
Yeah.
if you were to create a person, an illusion of a person,
Mhm.
would they be able to speak?
I believe so, because it's not. I can make a copy of something, and it can only perform one action.
Mm. So
So
this
I
would
can
be.
make you like nod.
Well, that's pretty much.
That's
The
all he
That's
does.
basically an exact
The
copy of
illusions
Braum, so-
look, sound, and smell quite real.
Hmm. Okay.
So
I'm sure they would be
she
able
could
to get
program the illusion.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have artificial intelligence.
Okay.
But you could program the illusion to have for instance, if you were like, let's have a conversation, maybe instead of if you get spoken to, the illusion would say, not right now, I'm busy, and then turn away from you.
Right.
But that's all it would say. It wouldn't be able to say like, oh, hello, Braum, how are you? I am fine. I am Patches. Ba 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 da.
So like a town NPC.
Yes.
No, I can't talk to you right now.
Times are tough.
Everything's
selling.
for
The
sale,
bathroom is
friend.
that way.
Yes.
Bit of
The
this, a
bathroom
bit of
is
that.
way. And,
If I had a
and
sister,
them
I'd
talking
sell
to
her.
each other's like peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
The game and title are still set to that? They're not supposed to be.
Rude.
Excuse me.
I
Sorry.
gotta be so
I did upload that.
Patches
Boom.
bot.
So you, I don't know, try refreshing to see, because that
And no
is
one
changed
caught
on my
on
end.
for 4
And
years.
as soon as you refresh, we're gonna disappear. The 4 of us are gonna disappear.
Well, I
That'd be
always
awesome.
disappear.
Like metaphorically?
Yes.
I don't think you do.
Still hashtag Team Punchy, huh?
I
So-
mean, that's pretty great PR.
Something's fucked then. All right, well, let's
What?
see if I can fix it from
Did this
here
bend.
and hope that it doesn't like
Did the
automatically.
bot, did the bot, did the bot come
Now the
to
title
leave
is
the
fixed,
bot?
but we're still playing Punch Out, says Aragorn.
Well,
All right.
we could be playing Punch Out today. The title is my face.
Tight working now.
Camdaff, please. This is a wholesome family channel.
Pretty sure you have to click
No, it's
the
not.
mature
Yeah, it really
audiences
isn't.
button.
Well, I
before-
did change it, so let's hope that it
A
actually
2-year-old can
changes.
click that button with. Means
Because
nothing.
it might be Twitch that's fucking up then, because I know I
It is
changed it.
true.
Crosshair left
for the
for
bit,
2
everybody.
seconds and all hell broke loose. Coincidence?
I think
so.
All's good. All's good in love and war.
All's good in the hood.
But is all good in girl talk?
So, girl talk,
Please.
you know,
Do enlighten us.
It's true. It's true, Captain.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
It's a catchy little.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand.
for a while in the 80s and 90s, there was a rash of games that were released specifically for girls. And of course I played them. I grew up in a house with 2 sisters, and they wouldn't want to play any of the board games that I was interested in playing. But they would occasionally throw down on some Babysitter's Club, the board game. Girl Talk was one that I wasn't allowed to play. I mean, I've talked to girls my whole life. I don't know what's so different about it that it needs its own game. But then I looked it up. Girls Talk is a game about playing truth or dare. Except that you don't actually get to choose. You have to spin a dial and then it comes up with whatever you're supposed to do. And of course, if you don't do it, you have to wear a zit sticker.
Yeah, gross.
I really hope that games have moved past this sort of section, but who knows? Maybe in a little while I'll look back at the games that I've run here and just shuddered at the way that I've gendered them. Or not. We'll see. Where are you?
Seattle.
Seattle, to be specific. House Liam's Freehold, the Sapphire Eye.
To be more specific,
To be more specific.
I remember just having walked into whatever room Sophia was in to talk to her, and Patches, who were together, but I don't remember where you guys were.
I had just spoken to Dr. Saley and
But yeah, she
convinced her to come back with us. So we were basically going to get ready to leave, and then we found out that the Countess Weir is going to be in tomorrow.
Yep.
Is it Countess Weir?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Weyer. That's something Sophia knows, but maybe you don't know.
I've never heard. Okay, so I haven't heard that. That's where we are.
So, where are we? Like in the common room or something? Or
Well,
Sure.
Yeah, where
Sure.
would you have been? Perfect.
okay.
I mean, you're perfectly welcome to
Going
just
to
fast
Congress?
forward until tomorrow, but you might have other things that you want to accomplish before then.
Oh, I just want to resume where I picked up, where I walk into the room and I say, Sophia, you have to play a concert.
Do you actually want to start there?
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
You can shut it down if you want. Sorry.
Why do we have to do a concert, Braum?
At the risk of sounding a little hurt, perhaps, on your behalf, a little defensive, I was hoping to defend your title, or I was hoping that you would. I've heard a number of people speaking about you as if you were undeserving. Patches, I have not heard the same of you. Myself, I have not heard the same of myself. It is clear that something about you, Lady Sophia, that these people have a bias against you. And I think it would be appropriate to show them why you are deserving of the title that you have.
But she's worthy of it for more than just her music.
I agree.
Braum, these people witnessed me playing the harp, being given a title as a result of it, and they still deem me unworthy. So I don't really see how playing again for them will make any difference.
Myself getting into trouble, and then you can rescue me.
I'm not really interested in any of them thinking highly of me. I'd rather just leave. I don't want to earn their respect. None of them have earned mine. I'm tired of this place. That's why I left the first time, and there has been nothing to convince me to stay a second.
I understand. I thought that perhaps this would be a good opportunity for us to strengthen our bonds with other Seelie houses across the kingdom in case of political strife, conflict, war. But I understand if this is not what you want to do.
Makes sense. That's a good idea. You think a concert would help?
I don't think it would hurt. Perhaps it was a bit rash. That Reggie rubbed me the wrong way.
I honestly have no idea how he still has a job.
Being useful and obsequious keeps people in positions longer than you might think.
It's so hard to train new boggins.
Yeah.
He's loyal. He does his job. He's just insufferable to those that he deems beneath him.
I was a bit rash, I admit, but
Did you promise a concert to him? Does he think that this is being organized now?
no. I thought it would be best that if it were to happen, it would come from you. Speaking to the Count and Countess, which we will be doing tomorrow.
If they both want me to perform, I'll do it. But then it's not for anybody else.
Braum's phone rings.
Yes, hello. I take it out first and open it.
You just hold it in front of you like
Yes, hello. Can you hear me now?
Flip.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, is there caller ID on this phone? There would be, yes. Is it? Do I know who it is?
It's the name that it's currently showing is Kyoko. Or, sorry, the Lady Kyoko.
Oh, yeah. So it probably just says the lady. Damn
And
it.
starts, like,
Not enough
slowly scrolling.
Not enough digits. Yeah. Hello, Kyoko. Lady Kyoko, whatever.
I slept alone last night.
Are you all right? You're still at the Spark?
I'm only telling you this because it's important for you to understand that I'm not used to doing that anymore.
Neither am I, Lady Kyoko. It is the burden we must bear. I'm sorry I was so curt in my message earlier. It was important we get out. It's Kyoko.
Oh, we figured.
I'm afraid I couldn't resist the allure of Netflix and chill.
What did you watch?
Braum, I slept alone.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I really can't stand Voltron.
Is that a character from that Metroid? Actually no. I wouldn't. No. I definitely would have
Ow.
seen Transformers. Sorry.
Ow, my brain. Ow.
What does this have to do with who is?
Cog was upset. I ended up falling asleep on the couch. I think he did too.
Well, that's all right. You were staying with him.
The fact that Cog was here last night, the fact that I had to arrange for a very rapid sleepover party so that his parents wouldn't worry. On a Friday, it's a school night. I don't know why you're not here.
You're right. Well, I can be honest with you, Lady Kyoko, and I looked at these two
I'm
just to make sure they're
always
not like.
honest with you.
Yes. Well, in a way, I suppose. We were attacked, which is why we fled. Yeah, you're not. Okay, nobody's giving me a like. Stop it. Okay.
We are
Tell
watching
us.
very close.
Yes. We're safe. I was injured, but
I'm gonna kill him.
Lady Kyoko, please don't do anything rash. We must all work together to bring the threat to justice.
But I live on being rash. I make all kinds of impulsive decisions.
Well, as true as that may be, I
It's
think
how I ended up in this relationship with the troll once.
I don't remember you ever having mentioned it. Oh, I see.
Ow. My brain.
Perhaps you should take a Tylenol.
Just finish what you need to. You should be aware that we're waiting for you.
Of course. We are not abandoning the spark. We will be back as soon as we can. It's only been a day. Were you that worried about me, Lady Kyoko?
I suppose it was foolish to assume that I might miss you.
Honestly, I just don't know if you even think about me when I'm not there. Haha.
You leave a very large hole, which isn't filled. Why do you have to react that way?
I'm not. Go
You're
ahead.
Braum.
I am, Braum. That's very sweet. Thank you, Lady Kyoko.
It's just hard to miss your presence.
Oh. I can try being more...
Even if your presence is hard.
Right. Actually, we met this doctor who... Oh, it was awful, Lady Kyoko. I mean, it was necessary, but she sutured my skin, which, as you can imagine, was quite the procedure.
Did she use a jackhammer?
More or less.
I always thought I'd be the first to... Never mind.
Lady Kyoko,
I am a jackrabbit.
are you?
No.
Oh,
Braum,
I don't know the difference between different species of
are your
rabbits.
friends there?
Yes,
May I speak to one of them, please?
of course. Is there a problem with me, or...?
May I
Is it
speak
just-
to one of your friends, please?
Of course. Patches, Lady Sophia, the Lady Kyoko would like to speak with one of you. She didn't say if there was a preference.
I have a very important mission for you.
What's that?
I want you to reach up as high as you can and gently pat Braum on his cheek
Oh.
twice. Okay. Be safe. Make sure to check in.
Will do. And thanks for taking care of Cog.
He's a good kid.
We'll be back as soon as possible.
He keeps asking about you, you know. Wants to know when Skag 2 can start.
That is a project we should get on soon. Any other messages I can pass along?
Yes, do me a favor and give Sophia a kiss on the cheek for me. Don't explain to Braum at all.
Will do.
And then the phone hangs up.
Oh, thank you. Lady Kyoko.
She...
Oh, I see she had to go. Yes, of course. I understand.
He just keeps talking for like 5 minutes.
Then I got some mint chocolate ice cream, and that was the end of my day. How about you?
Hello.
Oh,
Well, it would seem that we are due back at the Spark.
yes.
We'll speak to the Countess.
Yes. How do we plan on getting back across the continent?
Maybe they'll have some ideas?
I suppose it wouldn't be impossible to ask about possibly traveling back along the Silver Path.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get out the other end?
Perhaps Fala is still there. She can help us.
Yeah,
No.
sure.
Maybe we should just fly. Oh, nobody has their passports, do they? So never mind about that. Huh.
Yeah, that would be really expensive. I mean, I could call a person who knows a person who probably knows a person, but it would be extremely expensive.
Maybe they'll have some ideas.
Yeah.
The Count and the Countess.
If only we knew somebody who could create illusionary objects at will.
How about 3 perfect passports?
Look, if it comes down to that, we can make that work.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
You just
I just
bought
bought
it.
it. That's why I don't have it in my
That's
brain.
why I bought it.
Psychic paper.
Except they don't have any physical mass, so somebody couldn't pick it up.
I'd like fold a couple of sheets of paper and go pew pew.
Yeah.
That's definitely how it works.
Pew pew.
Would
Oh
it
yeah,
fool
would
the
it
beep
would it
boop
fool the
machine?
beep boop machine? Is it
If-
scannable?
If
like is
Patches
it,
knows how to create the forgery, then it would.
Yeah, I can make a forgery.
wonderful. Well,
One thing at a time, right?
I for one am eager to not miss dinner a second night in a row. Here.
All right, let's not miss dinner.
You all interested in joining for dinner here as opposed to going elsewhere?
Is there
Yes.
anything I should know about rules?
This seems to be a relatively relaxed freehold, all things considered. Nice. So, I don't think so.
How many dinner forks are there going to be?
I would imagine 2. One for the appetizer and one for the main course. 7 forks.
7
Okay.
forks for 7
Well,
brothers.
then you and I will be in the same boat at that point.
My sister adores that film, and I hate it. Anyway,
7 forks for
7
boys.
brides for 7 brothers.
Boom.
It's a
I don't
John
know what
Waters film
time of
for
the
sure.
day it is right now, John.
It's morning, in fact.
Oh.
I think.
Good grief.
Well, no, you've had your meeting with
Right,
Spencer
that's true.
already, so it's close to noon.
Yeah, are we good to fast forward?
Yeah.
Either to the meeting or to dinner if there's anything that might happen. But like, I'm not bringing up
Yeah, I'm
shit
happy to
at
zoom
dinner.
through if
Like,
we
So
want.
you want to attend dinner?
Yes.
All right.
right, if it's
Roll me your charisma etiquette. Kate, I can't help but notice that you have how much etiquette?
0.
0 etiquette.
And this much charisma?
That much
Why I
charisma.
asked her if there are any rules or
So-
how many forks there would be.
So here's the deal.
It's a great question.
Technically, according to the rules,
Yes.
if you are supposed to roll, let me just, because I just want to see if it's changed here.
Otherwise, it's
I
diff
have
6.
-1 to my results, I believe.
Or +1. Yeah, +1
I
diff or
have-
something, right?
It is.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Does that -1 die? I hope not. It would have to be that, wouldn't it be?
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
no rolls, so I auto fail.
Oh, I got 3 successes.
So you're carrying us?
What did you get?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
It's okay, guys. Braum
Where is
has
it?
a
Yeah, it's
good
not-
amount of etiquette, actually.
It's not easily mentioned
Your
here.
physical abilities you can roll. There's just
Oh no. So in
untrained.
terms of your character sheet,
Yeah.
your talents and skills and knowledges.
Yeah.
So talents,
Talents?
you can roll.
Untrained.
There's no penalty.
Skills,
skills,
you roll
you
at a
have-
-1 difficulty.
No, it's not a -1 difficulty. It's a
-1
-1 die,
Die.
which means
So-
you don't have any dice to roll.
Oh, no.
Which means that I'm going to default
Mhm.
to you can roll 1 die.
Oh, God.
If you roll a 10, hold on. If you roll a 10, you will succeed. If you don't roll a 10, you will not be all that etiquetable. And if you roll a 1, it's absolutely a botch.
Thanks, old Griffin.
But I have to roll.
Yes, you must roll this. You can
I
spend
mean,
willpower.
you can also not go to dinner.
Roll a 2.
Ooh.
Hey, it's not a
Eh,
1.
Not a botch. So
I didn't get any successes, actually,
Oh,
either.
boy. That's fun.
That's bad.
Wait, you didn't get successes either?
I didn't get any
How
successes.
how much etiquette do you have?
3. But I'm at a -2 penalty. It's not
Right.
great.
Okay, so the following happens at dinner.
Shit.
Why?
Sophia.
Sophia,
Tell me I'm good.
you got 2 successes?
3 successes.
3 successes? Okay, so Sophia, Spencer is absolutely enchanted and has great conversations with you, but the following happens during dinner. 1, Reggie, who is the one who is responsible for making sure that the dinner moves in and out, while serving Braum leans over and pops a stitch.
Well, that's
Now,
not what I thought you were going to say.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Your stitches are currently made of like, they're not like, oh, it's a tiny little, like, you hear a metallic twang and it pops out and just a tiny little blood just goes. So Spencer doesn't notice this, but there is blood on the tablecloth now from you. At which point, Patches, thinking that this might be a good idea, picks up her water glass and pours it onto the tablecloth and just starts rubbing at it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Patches.
And then Reggie just...
get my napkin tapped in.
Dab, dab, dab.
It's all right. We'll take care of it.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Of course. Perhaps you would appreciate seeing the doctor.
Yes, please. Ow.
Yes, I understand it. You are stealing Dr. Saley from us.
I apologize.
Well, it would seem that she's needed more with you than she is with me. Yes, Lady Sophia has already spoken to the doctor, and her paperwork has been processed.
Count Spencer, it speaks very highly of you and your taste in physicians.
Good answer.
Of course. For dessert, Patches, when the dessert arrives, or rather when Reggie comes to take away your placemats for dinner and stuff like that, you insist on keeping your dinner fork, to which he very deliberately shows you the spoon that's at the top of the placemat and places it. No.
That will come with the coffee.
Okay, more dishes for you.
And the Count just
Suck it.
sort of lets it slide. But it can be the following day if you want. Do you have anything else that you're... So you get the impression that Count's not terribly impressed after dinner.
Damn it. I'm going to have a bubble bath before bed, but that's all I'm planning on doing.
Wow.
I'm probably going to spend some time in the pub downstairs, probably rounding out the dinner that I didn't feel very filled by.
Suck it.
Yeah, with a liquid dinner.
Ooh. Patches.
Patches getting crunk.
Oh, I'll make sure to draw that bath for you,
Thank
ladies.
you so much, Reggie.
I was hoping to see the Space Needle, but I gotta go get my stitches fixed. Can do it tomorrow.
Getting your stitch fixed takes about 5 minutes. The doctor manages to
Jam it in there.
get it in the same existing hole, so she doesn't need to create a new one.
Oh, that's good. Wow, she's great. Yeah.
What
I
are you
wish you
doing?
could come home with us.
Having dinner.
Why?
Why? I had to eat.
You can get someone to feed you.
I couldn't feed myself.
Why wouldn't you want the relief?
The relief of being fed by another person? I don't need that. I can take care of myself.
It's called being a hero and having others dote on you.
I see. Dr. Saley, that's not my style. If I'm using that phrase correctly.
Oh. And what if my style wasn't that I don't do tasks twice?
I see.
Be careful with those. They're difficult. I don't want to have to make another set of holes for you.
No harm will come to these.
I'm sure.
I promise.
You're still a troll saying I promise.
Shit.
Count.
It can, yeah. Oh, yeah, someone with high contract can just be like, ha ha!
Yep.
I fucking got you. So I'm not going to say. Yeah.
Turn him into a golf course before long, adding more.
Oh,
Patches, where'd you come from?
my sand trap.
Just slide in.
My
I
water
wouldn't
has.
be sliding with that etiquette rule.
All right.
Slide right past the door.
Everybody give me a random roll.
Here we go.
1 die.
A 10.
5.
8.
All right. Sophia,
Yes.
the bath, annoyingly, is absolutely perfect.
Oh, damn.
Like, we're talking, there's candles, there's some essential oils and a diffuser happening.
Ooh.
The bath is at the perfect temperature. It's even your favorite kind of soap.
How did they know?
That's
Damn it.
Captain Daff rolled a 4. You don't die.
Hey, that's good.
Well, that's freaking delightful. I'm luxuriating in this. Begrudgingly.
There's extra fluffy bath sheets.
Yay.
In the pub food is good. It's expensive, which is, not terrible, but Scott,
Yeah.
Dr. Saley drags you to the Space Needle.
Oh, that's nice.
I never saw it either.
How long have you lived here?
3 years.
I'm a bit surprised. I would think that someone moving would want to get to know their new
Have
home.
you seen everything in the city you're from?
Across the Shadow, I feel pretty connected to, yes.
Ah. So you've visited the cross on the mountain,
Yes.
the oratory,
Yes.
the, what's it called? Schwarz?
Oh, Schwartz's. Yes, but I think it's a little overrated.
Go to the main, just sit down and have smoke meat anyway.
That's good, though.
It's a tourist trap. Why would I want to come here? There's so many people. They've all got something wrong with them.
Oh, I see. That doesn't fill you with excitement at the prospect, I can imagine.
Look, if you got someone who's walking around, look over there. And then she points at a kid, and this kid is running happily from window to window to window. What's wrong with her?
She seems to be enjoying her time here.
Now, slight limp. Look very closely. Means that unless somebody manages to correct the scoliosis in her back, it's going to be a problem for her for a while.
That's terrible.
Yeah. It means that she'll eventually get the surgery at 24 years old. It'll hurt more, and she'll go through her entire elementary and high school career just feeling absolutely terrible about herself.
You can see all that just from this child playing.
It's a curse.
Does seem that way.
Do you want me to tell you about Packers?
Tell me what?
Patches. Sorry, I don't know about Packers.
Where's Packers?
Never mind. I was remembering
Never mind.
pandemic yesterday.
Secret tunnel. What about Patches?
Never mind. And then she goes back down.
Come back. Oh. Well, I'm going to take in the view anyway. I guess she's probably dragging me along with her, though.
Well, it's after you've had a
Oh,
chance
yeah,
to
okay.
appreciate it. It lights up and shit. Seattle's weird. All right. We doing the next day?
Well, the
Yeah.
glamour here is very nice. That's what glamour people.
I requested to sleep by the balefire again. Do you think that was granted? No.
No.
Fair
Well,
enough.
after dinner,
Damn it, guys.
Hey.
No.
do we get sufficient sleep to recover willpower?
Sure. No, you
Fuck, quick.
we've already given you 1 day. There are many here who make those requests. In other words, we don't give a fuck about you. And we never did. And we never will. Who has been to the Space Needle? It does light up, right? Like, I'm not weird.
I mean, Dr. Saley's never been before, so.
There should be
Well,
some,
she doesn't know either.
architectural lighting and stuff on it.
Yeah.
See?
There we go. It does light up. Aragwin's got
Our
my
number
back.
one, Aragwen.
Oh, so it's like the CN Tower.
I hope it spins that fast.
Yeah.
Sophia,
Ah.
there's a light knocking at your door the following morning.
Well, throw on my robe
Yeah,
and
sure, I bet.
answer it.
So as you answer it, you see Brennan. He's looking up and he's got like flushed face. Just like absolutely like, oh my goodness.
Good morning.
The Countess came in last night.
Oh, she's here.
Yes, she's aware that you want to see her. Should I wake everybody else up?
Well, did she mention a convenient time for meeting?
No, she doesn't really do schedules like that.
Right, I remember. If you wouldn't mind waking everyone else up, that would be a big help.
Oh, of course.
We'll get to her early in the day before her schedule can fill up.
Yes, of course. I'll be right back. I'll get everybody else.
Thank you.
And he just like stands there.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bye.
And you're just like closing the door in his
I gotta
face.
get dressed, man. No.
Patches, you get a light knocking at your door.
Hello?
It's Brennan.
Blankets. Come in.
Blank.
Door opens up. Brennan scurries around the bed and opens up the curtains, which of course it's like gray because it's Seattle,
What's up?
but it's still pretty bright. Lady Sophia asked if I would make sure that everyone else is awake because the Countess did come in last night. So
Is there somewhere I should meet them?
I'm
I'll go to the common room. Thank you.
Do you require anything?
No, thank you.
A fresh baked roll?
No, thank you.
Coffee?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay. I'll go and get it.
Thank you very much.
And he turns around and he walks out of the door and he closes it. The curtains are still way open and there's a bird sitting outside your window and it's just looking at you.
Ah! Creepy.
Okay. Bang!
Oh my god.
Not actually.
Oh my god.
Ma'am, you're gonna
In
have to
my
come
mind,
with us.
I do though.
Yes. Hello.
Sir Braum.
Ah, yes. Of course.
Sir Braum.
On a rope. Nope. I'm
Lady
on a
Sophia
rope.
told me to make sure that you knew that the Countess came in last night and they're going to meet you in the common room. And I'm supposed to get coffee for Patches because she's very grumpy when she wakes up in the morning. But I understand that that's the sort of thing that knockers do. She was probably up all night working on inventions and making up designs and all of that sort of thing.
Thank you, Brendan. Excellent. Thank you. I will meet them there then. Thank you for providing me with this information.
Of course. Of course. I'll always be ready to help you in any way that I can.
You're very helpful.
Thank you.
I'll be going now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Will you be... Well, I suppose you best go get that coffee.
Oh, right. Yes, coffee. Good old fashioned Americano. Venti. It's Seattle. We have different names for things here.
Though I think I've heard those words before, but
Oh, okay.
but perhaps they are made differently here. I anyway, I'll be
I
down.
mean, coffee's just hot bean juice.
You're not wrong, I suppose. I never thought of it that way.
I
Thank
better
you, Brennan.
go and get Patches some hot bean juice.
All right, well, I'll be down momentarily if anyone asks.
Okay. And he runs away.
Thank you. I'm gonna get dressed in my same clothes because we don't have other clothes.
Yeah.
They might be a bit smelly.
You.
Ew.
No. Boggins came in the night and stole your clothes and washed them and returned them.
Good work, Sapphire Eye.
Boggins came in the night.
Oh shit.
Dun, dun.
So are we all convening in the common room?
Yes.
Well, dinner was an event.
Yeah.
And I blame myself because I didn't properly prepare you for what it was going to be like. But Braum is all stitched up now, and
Yes.
and everything. It's a new day, so let's go and meet the Countess.
You seem a bit upset, Lady Sophia.
I'm not upset.
Probably didn't.
Can I roll for that? Not lying, but
Roll
just
for
like
what?
I just want to see if she's
Yeah,
being
perception,
truthful.
perception,
I guess?
empathy, or being
No,
truthful
sorry.
specifically.
No, I would like to read the intention in that last.
Then
little
that's
moment.
perception, empathy.
3 successes.
Yeah, she's pissed that we can't just look like cool in front of this freehold.
Guys, this
Even
is
for
my
2 seconds.
house.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have brought me to dinner.
No, I see now. It was a
Daddy
bad
Spencer is
idea.
gonna be mad.
Well, we will defer to you, of course, Lady Sophia.
It's not your fault. I just
Nobody said it was.
Oh.
We're talking fault?
right. No, we're not.
I just mean for this current meeting.
Of course. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen the Countess. I
Yeah.
know that she has eccentric style
Great.
to her.
So how about you two catch up, and I'll just be the person in the background,
No,
not fucking things up.
no, Patches, that's not what
no,
I meant.
it's fine. Just talk to the Countess. I'll warm the bench.
Let's go.
Guess you could use gas heating or hot water.
I thought it was an expression.
Yeah, but I mean, a warm bench could be pretty nice, especially after like a swim
That's a good point.
or in the winter. Like bus stops with warm benches in the winter.
I hadn't considered that before.
We're saying all of this while walking, by
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, for
Awesome.
sure.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, we're just chatting idly about warmed benches. It doesn't actually seem that difficult to implement either. Not that I have a
Just expensive
talent for
and-
crafting, but that's true.
Brennan leads you to a room relatively close to where the count's office is. But this office has just like couches with like tons of pillows on them. And there don't seem to be any books in here. There's no desk. There's nothing that would inhibit your psychic growth.
Oh.
Just lots. And currently there's no one inside.
Oh,
I'll go and get her for you.
Floop.
thank you.
Is that you sitting down?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Not just saying
in
floop.
the pillows.
Oh, Patches, can you stay standing until she comes in? It's not
I
polite to
stand.
sit before she's
I
sat down.
stand.
Oh, thank you.
Click my heels together and stand up straight. Put my hands behind my back.
Do you know what we should expect from the Countess Weir? Was it?
No one ever knows what to expect from her.
A wild card.
She's a box of chocolates.
And a
Sweet
man.
and delicious.
Oh,
I mean, sweet.
wait.
I also never understood
and
Patches.
that.
delight.
What are you talking about?
I also never understood that expression
Sweet,
fully.
delightful
Everyone knows what to expect from a box of chocolates.
chocolate.
Yes, and
Oh,
it's
not
written
if
on
it's
the
one
back
of those
as well.
assorted packs.
They're written on the back.
What if it's one where all the chocolates look the same but the fillings are different?
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
I'm sure it
It's
exists.
adventurous.
Yes. That's not how I choose to enjoy my chocolate.
And at that point, a relatively tall, relatively must-haired, but still absolutely gorgeous, she walks in the room.
What's her appearance rating?
5.
Thank you.
Lady Sophia! Oh, you've returned. I think I'd actually heard that you'd returned. Is that why I came back? It definitely wasn't the reason that I came back, but it's definitely a benefit of coming back. Oh, and look at you brought your friends.
Countess, it's so lovely to see you again.
Oh, look at you. Oh my gosh. Let me turn around, turn around.
I will turn around.
I also turn around.
I continue standing at attention.
Oh my goodness. You have become such a mover and a shaker. I keep hearing all of these stories about you. Granted, I'm listening for stories about you, but I just like to see that things that I've made have been working very well.
Yes, well, I hope things have been going well for you. We've certainly heard a lot about what you've been up to, and it sounds like you're leading a fabulous life right now.
I just got back from Prague, and as you can see, I've got a new tattoo. It's actually going to wash away, but it's Muka. I really love Muka, and I felt very into the mood while I was in Prague there. I also purchased this marionette. It's horrifying, I've realized. Would you like it?
Oh, what does it look like?
Yeah, is it a horrifying marionette? I need to know what this marionette
I need
is.
to know how horrifying.
She pulls it out, and it's like this wooden, old-fashioned marionette that, like, sort of has like this oversized grin and is garishly dressed and looks like it might have been somewhat traditional, but it kind of looks like a monster.
Oh. You know, I unfortunately don't have any space for something this unique. Patches, what about you? What about in the workshop? Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry, my manners. This is Patches, steward of the Spark.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Stuart.
Pleased to meet you.
And are you acquainted with Sir Braum?
Only by stories, of course. He's one of my favorite storybook heroes.
I didn't know I was made into a storybook. Countess, it's a pleasure and an honor to meet you.
I enjoy having things made into storybooks. Granted, I don't really like reading books all that much, but it's kind of nice to know that it's been done.
Yes.
Anyway, would you like this? If
Um,
not, I'll just give it to Reggie. He enjoys presents.
You know, I think Reggie would love this. That's
He's
such
been
a thoughtful
taking such good care
idea.
of us. I'm sure he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, has he?
Reward.
He's usually such a little asshole, but he's a perfect sycophant.
I have nothing more to say.
It's taking all my strength not to say anything to that.
Well, Countess, I suppose we didn't know you felt that way. But if you would like to bestow this gift upon Reggie, then he should have it. We'll be traveling, of course.
He absolutely should have it.
So it might
You're
be...
traveling?
Well, we'll be returning to where we reside. Isn't that right,
Yes,
Lady
we
Sophia?
need to return back to the Spark. We came here very quickly and suddenly. We didn't have time to pack for a long journey. We ended up traveling by the Silver Path. And now we're
You
at a...
don't have many things with you?
No, hardly anything.
My good woman, we need to take you immediately to someplace to get. Are you more of the designer places? Should we go downtown? Should we go to Pike Street Market? Actually, never mind. Let's all go naked. And there's this amazing place, Chihuly Garden and Glass. I think you would like it. It's something that I've asked some of my residents here to start sort of putting it together. I think they actually got the installation started. Oh, it was a while ago. Anyway, the point is, it almost looks like The Dreaming, and it really opens up the mortals' minds.
Really? That sounds fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to go.
Oh,
We can go.
We should definitely go.
When?
Well, how quickly can you take off your clothes? Actually, we shouldn't. I just realized that mortals don't like that anymore.
Oh.
I was going to say that I don't think that's generally accepted in mortal society. Clothing tends to be a necessity of outdoor life. Even this, was it Chihuly? Oh,
Yes.
Chihuly.
the artist. I believe he has a sculpture in Cross's Shadow as
Yes,
well at
he
the art
does.
gallery there.
Just outside the
It's
gallery.
been some time since I've been, but
It's beautiful.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's called the Sun.
Hmm.
Indeed. So, you'll notice that he often travels between the different places where there might be some freeholds. I don't think that that's necessarily something that is a guess on his part. But that's just a theory that I have.
I think it's a very astute theory.
Why are you here?
Well, I put as succinctly as possible, Braum was attacked and dragged into a trod, and Patches and I followed, and it became quite clear that we couldn't go back to our freehold immediately because there might be danger there. So we continued along the Silver Path, and here we are.
That is so exciting.
Well, it
Eh.
was.
Very hurt.
I was, but
Show her your scar, bro.
I don't think I
Show
would.
me your scar, Braum.
No. All right. If the lady requests it, and I like kind of just like do one of these. Ooh! I just
Pull a Robert Reed.
yeah. Get it out of here. I do take my
That's
shoulder.
delightfully disgusting. Oh,
Dr. Saley has been fantastic, wonderful medical practitioner.
yes, I absolutely adore her. Also, her accent. It's kind of like traveling without actually traveling, although I prefer to actually be traveling.
Well, it does seem that you must do quite a bit of it, Countess.
Mhm.
Your various subjects here seemed to think you were in 3 different places at once.
Well,
All right. Okay.
to actually be in 3 places at once would have been extremely silly.
Can I roll on that, John?
Yeah, sure.
I want to roll to see if she is lying.
I mean,
What kind of a roll would this be?
I mean, that's. How are you trying to determine how she's lying?
Just based off of how how her inflections changed for that.
or like trying to mislead you or something.
yeah, like if
Mislead.
she's trying to divert attention. So it's I would say it's a perception. I don't know, subterfuge.
Yep.
Cool.
Steal the marionette and make it into a scale version of Zister.
Sorry, I just don't want to.
Ooh,
Hmm?
that's 5 successes.
Wow.
I think that meets the target.
Yeah, that meets the target for you.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't actually in 3 places all at once, but she was moving around very quickly.
Okay. Man, I thought she like cloned herself. I got
Big
really
green
excited
bucket
for a
suit.
second.
Are we doing showgirls here?
Sorry. With casting various duplication spells.
Ah,
Dupe. Okay.
So we should definitely go there. What time you're not planning on leaving soon, are you?
well, we can't stay much longer.
Why?
We were planning to only stay another few days at most.
If the Countess would like to show us around, I think that might be of use. Get
We'd love
know
to
the-
spend time with you while we're here.
Can I play with Mab?
Of course, Mab. You remember?
Mab's sort of like,
Come on, go.
eh,
Give her a little pat on the bum.
and then reluctantly crawls over.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so cute. If I could, I would steal you.
Don't do that.
The Countess, you must be a lover of music then, like the Lady Sophia.
Oh, of course. I love everything that's beautiful. So, Stuart, what is it that you've done lately? Anything exciting?
Question.
We hosted Beltane at our place, and I built a variety of little rustic.
If you'll excuse me, Countess Wire.
Reggie, look it! I got you an ugly marionette thingy.
Oh
Like a
my.
thingy. What is it? It's a puppet.
A
Here, just
marionette
take it.
thing. Okay.
I'll treasure it alongside every one of your other mementos you've brought back from your various adventures.
The moment I saw it, I thought of you. And she like boops him on the nose.
Oh,
And he gives a winsome little boggin smile and shakes his head back and forth.
like this? That's great. That's really good.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I thought you might be interested in the political leanings of the day.
Oh. All right, go ahead. And she hands Mab back to Sophia.
Mhm.
It would appear that the Spark is under new ownership.
Is there any possible way you can do this in rhyme?
I would actually like to have that news
I
in more particular.
Of
I would love
course.
to
Interrupt
hear
you,
the
Countess.
rhyme.
You want to hear
It appears the Spark is under new ownership. It's through the Chimera Net that I got this tip. But it seems that another house owns the freehold. And Zister Flex has been put into the cold.
Oh dear. I always hope that it's going to be good news when it comes in rhyme, but it always seems to be just a little bit more strange. What's happened to Zister?
Well, it's not his freehold anymore. It's been claimed, as it were.
By who?
Well, by a regent from House Elened.
Interesting. Well, is this a surprise to you?
Oh, I wouldn't say that it's a surprise, one way or the other. I'm just a simple, humble servant of yours.
Yes, you are. You will always be simple and you will always be humble, won't you?
As long as I'm in your service.
Ugh.
Lady Sophia, is it a surprise to you?
Yes, it is.
Who might this be?
I'm not sure.
Reggie, did you...
That's all I know. It came in over the wire just a few moments ago.
The wire. Oh, Chimera Net, you were
Yes.
saying. Yes, of course, I understand. I was hoping perhaps that you might have more details from someone at...
Of course, if I had more details, I would let you know, but this literally has only just been announced.
I understand. Well, that
Your phone rings.
will you excuse me, please?
Reggie.
Your phone rings.
Oh, mine too.
Oh,
Oh.
or hers, okay.
Your phone rings.
Oh my goodness.
Pardon me.
So sorry.
Exciting.
Well, I'll keep you company.
All right. You
Oh.
are getting a phone call from Lady Kyoko.
Yeah.
You are getting a phone call from Incisor. And you are getting a phone call from Zister himself.
We're doing all these simultaneously, I assume?
Please go put on some suspenseful music and get everybody some tea.
What just happened?
English breakfast, please. What is going on?
Oh my god.
Hello, the Lady Kyoko.
That's fucking good. Hello, Lady Kyoko.
Sorry.
So what the fuck's going on? What did you do?
We didn't do anything. What happened to you?
All I know is you guys leave and now Zister's packing his office? What's going on?
Braum was attacked.
We're a commoner muse. We shouldn't be taken over by no nobility house.
Braum was attacked. We followed him. We ended up on the Silver Path. We're in Seattle.
Seattle? The fuck are you doing in Seattle?
We're coming back very soon. We're going to leave right away. But what happened?
They just showed up. Official proclamations and everything. It's no longer a commoner muse. This is now a house under the ownership of House Elened.
But that amounts to...
The only one with that kind of political power would have been the Duchess Eloise.
she has the power to give away freeholds in her domain.
She could retake this freehold if she so chose. I'm sure that Zister will be able to file a grievance, but technically she can do what she likes.
Well, we must petition her then.
Why would she do this? I thought that she was in our debt.
You would think so. But I suppose it is possible that there are larger plans afoot, or that perhaps there is some sort of... someone has some sort of power over her. Someone more powerful petitioned her. We need to get to the bottom of this, Lady Kyoko. Please keep yourself safe. Lady Kyoko, when you said they, these were representatives of House Elened.
They walk in here, and they've just got this scroll that they thrust into my face. There's too many she around here. They're fucking everything up.
Alright. You need to lock the workshop, keep it under your voice command, and just pretend that it sucks and is broken. And otherwise...
It does shuck and it is broken.
Absolutely.
I punched it.
Good. And otherwise, I want you and everyone to get somewhere that's safe. I think there's serious levels of political espionage going on here that I don't fucking understand. But I'm going to see if I can't call in a favor.
Is the favor from your gun? Is it a bullet?
When I get back, unfortunately, I'm nowhere near you, even with my long sights.
Where the fuck are you?
I'll be back as soon as possible.
That's an interesting way to answer a direct question of where you are.
The opposite side of the continent.
Why?
Because we often had trot after Braum because we were being shot at, and
Braum.
Fala
Yeah,
was
man.
there, and I'm sure she's involved with this somehow, and I'm going to see what I can find out about how this happened, why this happened now, but I think that he is involved, and he knows too much about us, and he knows too much about you, so you need to get somewhere where he wouldn't think you would go.
So what the hell do I do?
Is everyone safe?
Well, yeah, they're not shooting everybody. They're just showing up. There's
And
like 7 she in here right now. It smells.
so Zister's being evicted, and are you all allowed to stay for now?
Technically, we don't have to leave the freehold yet.
All right, so who has declared themselves to be in charge?
All we know it's House Elened. We don't know who it is yet. It's fucked up.
Do you know when they're arriving? There has to be a new freeholder, a new steward.
All I know is that they're doing a lot of measuring right now, and I think somebody's trying to claw the bar away from... Claude looks like he's going to pop a vein in his forehead.
You make sure that he doesn't get into a fight. Yes, I'm asking you to make sure that a fight doesn't break out right now. I realize the irony. Please,
Okay,
Incisor.
all right, I'm on it.
Right. You are still head of security.
Do I lock everything down?
I think without arousing too much suspicion, yes.
I'll make sure that the cameras are taken offline. But I'm not sure I can save all of the cosplay outfits.
I'm sorry, Lady Kyoko. I know they were your pride and joy.
Yes. For it was an outfit that could only show me pride and joy.
What does that mean exactly? At any rate, Lady Kyoko, more importantly, I think... Yes, stay safe. We will be back as soon as we can. And if you can find out anything about who exactly is assuming ownership, that would be greatly appreciated.
It's not like I know who's even coming in here.
That's exactly it. We don't know. I've heard... they mentioned House Elened to me out. I heard House Elened. So if that means something to you, that might help you connect some dots.
Bunch of secret chasing Sheely fucks.
Yep. Again, get somewhere safe. Take care of people. Take care of yourself. We'll be back as soon as possible.
What do I do with your ward?
He's probably fine.
Send him home?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't seem very happy with this situation. But
No,
it's
I'm
my
not.
cuck that's being slung around this place
Yeah,
by a
it
bunch of
is.
pointy-eared
It
freaks.
absolutely is. So if you want to go give them a piece of your mind, feel free to. No one said you had to give it over nicely.
And then you hear a ch-ch.
But maybe you shouldn't, give them grounds for making your situation worse.
I just want to show them my new toy blowtorch that I've been working on so diligently.
You should. Be an eccentric, crazy knocker who's really excited about his blowtorch.
I am an eccentric, crazy knocker who's excited about his blowtorch.
Exactly. So no lying required.
Get your ass back here.
On
Click.
it. And I'm dialing Granville right away.
No answer. Like
Can
no
nothing.
answering machine, no
No
nothing.
nothing.
It just
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Bah, wah, wah. The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
La panique, vous avez rejoint.
Yeah, seriously.
When I get this number at the theater I work at, I always Google for obituaries. You never know. You never know.
That's dark.
What's the
It
fairy
is, but
Google?
it's actually pretty fair.
Didn't mean to trip everyone out.
Damn.
So this all happens in front of. Does the Countess even go anywhere?
I don't know. Does she?
She's standing there just like looking back and forth between each of the conversations. It actually looks like she might be slightly following each one, at least the one-sided part that she hears, and has established that there's like suspenseful music playing in the background and is sort of wringing her hands, but it looks like she's more just excited about all of the action that's happening. Well,
Countess, we are so sorry, but we have to get back as quickly as possible. Is there any way that you could help us get back to Cross's Shadow?
well, I suppose I could send for a wayfarer.
Yes. That would be so appreciated.
Do you know what it is that you're going back to?
Only
Whatever we have to.
We have to be
Oh,
there.
that seems absolutely delightful and completely foolish. Is that really how you do things over there? It seems not exactly what I thought of Canada.
time is of the essence. We don't have time to look. I think a mission outline and plan is usually of great import, Countess.
I
But
think there's a music festival going on this weekend. If you'd like to join us.
I suppose that I might.
Unfortunately, we can't offer you stay, seeing as the ownership of the freehold seems to have just changed on us. But if you feel like it,
perhaps Heart's Light is. I shouldn't. Done on behalf of somebody else.
Well, let's just take things slow for just a moment, because a few minutes really isn't going to change anything whatsoever. Why don't you collect your thoughts? I'll go see if I can find my favorite wayfarer, and you figure out how it's possibly going to be the case that you can retrieve your freehold from the House of Secrets.
thank you.
I do have a retainer with their law firm in case you'd like me to call them and see if I can get any information.
That would be wonderful.
You
I'll see
wouldn't.
about that as
Thank
well.
you.
You wouldn't mind doing that for us?
Why would I mind?
Reggie, by the way, is holding up a phone and it's playing this music in the
Oh
background.
my God.
I'd like to dial the number of the steward for Duchess Eloise. Her name is Acanthea, I think.
Cantia.
Acanthea of
She's a-
House Beaumain.
She's a baroness. I remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
Baroness.
kind of sassy to her. Or super sassy to her.
Well, yeah, because she showed up and she's like, "Here's your food." And we're like, "What the fuck are you?"
Ring.
Oh,
No.
Ring.
I also forget her voice for what it's worth. I
That
should
is
think she was
correct.
an old woman.
Oh no, I know her voice.
You remember her voice? She reminded me of Clem.
ah.
Didn't she?
I don't know.
I'm remembering someone
Mom
else.
remembers.
Hello.
Hello,
Oh.
Baroness. This is the Lady Sophia.
Of course. And what does Liam's daughter have to do with me today?
Well, I heard some rather distressing news just now about the Spark being under new stewardship, and I was wondering if yourself or Duchess Eloise could shed some insight into that.
I will have to consult with Eloise at the moment. I did hear the new changes, but I'm not aware as to why they've occurred.
This happened while we were out of town, and it's rather distressing, and we don't know what we can
It's
do.
been 36 hours. Barely.
It's been barely 36 hours.
I
since we
inject
left.
into the conversation. Thank God one of us is thinking.
Fala's
I-
orders, I whisper.
Fala had orders.
Oh, you
Had
think
something
that
to
was
do
what
with
she had to
this,
do?
is
Yeah.
my guess. Patch is a guess.
Good guess.
I'll call you back in just a moment, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Oh, Sophia, quickly, before she hangs out.
Oh, yes,
Have her-
Baroness. One moment.
Have the Baroness go ahead and extend my hellos to Wheezy. It's been a while and we should really get together.
Did you hear that?
You're with the Countess where?
Yes, we are.
I see. Yes, I'll pass it along.
Do I detect that she's like grumpy now?
A little bit.
Damn it!
Who is Wheezy? Was it?
Yes, Eloise.
Oh, of course, the Duchess Eloise. I've never heard of this nickname before.
Oh, well, I started calling her Wheezy. Really, when I first met her, it's really more of an affectionate thing. Although she does always have that cough. I don't know.
I see. You must have nicknames for many of your friends.
I do like names.
Just generally. I don't want to keep you, Countess, from your work. I have many questions for
Are
you,
you
but
trying to send me out of my room?
no, not at all. Please forgive my insolence.
I would have been perfectly fine with that if you had been. I thought it would have been a little bit rude, but also exciting. I kind of like the idea of, a sort of knight in shining armor being just a little bit of a dick.
I don't think you'll find me that way.
That's certainly not Braum style. Perhaps not by unintentional means. He did get stabbed by the last freeholder that we.
That was a misunderstanding.
That's just
Actually,
kind
it
of
wasn't
being a
really
dick.
a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding.
From yes, I did not understand.
Big guy, big feet, steps in sticky
Oh,
situations.
I see. Your feet do seem like they would easily fit into your mouth. Interesting. Is there anything that I can get for you in the meantime?
Countess.
Just for my wayfarer.
Oh,
Are you still going to require this music?
I think at this point we need something a little bit more action-oriented, or... Actually, you know what? I'm still in the mood for some EDM, so go ahead and just put that on. It'll keep the blood pumping.
Of course.
Can you change the lights in here?
I'll replace some of the bulbs immediately.
I
Wow.
appreciate that. Thank you, Reggie. You're so good. You're so well behaved.
well, we should all pack. I know we didn't bring a lot, but anything that you may have left in your rooms, you should assemble it. We have to be ready to leave as soon as possible.
I have.
We should fetch Dr. Saley and let her know what's happening. She might not want to come back with us now.
That's
That would be understandable.
I can do that, Lady Sophia, if you would like.
Yes, I have to go get my things.
It's
I'll be
going to
back.
be all right. We're going to sort this out.
It's been 36 hours.
They have no grounds to take our freehold.
They have every gun they want. They're all They have power and control that we do not, and Zister isn't exactly the most upstanding, nobly citizen that ever was upstanding. or
Who
noble.
wants to roll me intelligence politics?
I'd love to try.
Can we all try?
Yes.
Yay!
Well,
It's the one knowledge I don't have.
Fuck.
Not surprised.
6.
Here's the email.
Botch.
Oh,
This is actually really bad because I want to know things. Okay.
Okay. There should technically be no way in hell that any noble would seize control of a freehold so notable as a commoner muse as the Spark. If they did, this would be shades of the Accordance War starting all over again. Commoners fought very hard to be able to keep their freeholds, and they do pay their tithes regularly in order to make sure that they get to keep them. However, having one just simply repossessed is a big deal. Having one be repossessed by a house which isn't even in control of the area is a huge problem. It'd be one thing if Eloise said, I need to temporarily commandeer this freehold in the name of House Beaumain,
She did.
which would be bad, but she could.
She did that one time.
That would be that. But
Like an hour.
if Elened comes in and says, okay, so now I want this, and somehow we got it, especially a freehold that is known as one of the premier workshops in the area, that's a huge problem. You know this too, by the way. You would understand that this is a big deal. Maybe not to the degree that I've just put it in, but like it's
not normal. It's not a day-to-day occurrence.
Yeah, it's not a day-to-day occurrence, but more than that, if the Best Din, which is the Knocker governing body, gets involved, it could mean war.
And how is Best In spelled?
BES space DIN. It's not very clever. The Grand Best Inn is located in Halifax.
All right.
That's canon. That's in the books.
Isn't
Yeah.
Marnie
just
from
like-
there?
Where's
Yes.
I think. That's fun.
Marnie's been working with the Best Inn.
That's
remember?
right. That's a good point. Yep. I'm gonna make a note of that.
Yep.
Yeah, Marnie, Halifax.
I'm sure you all understand how serious this is, so let me just reiterate that this does not happen. It shouldn't happen, it cannot happen, and we have to stop it.
It has happened, and we will do it.
It hasn't happened yet.
Reverse whatever steps they've taken.
I'm with Patches on this one, the Lady Sophia. We have to operate under the assumption that this is already in motion, and that we will be taking it back.
This is
All right, but there's one. We are going back, clearly. We're going to face this, clearly. But what if it's a trap?
absolutely.
We require protection.
We leave, and then all of a sudden.
Yep. It's all power.
Friends,
Mm.
this is definitely something that is extremely scandalous and extremely dangerous and extremely interesting. But sometimes it might be interesting to read a few chapters ahead so you don't know if you need to puke into a bucket beside the bed. Not that I read very much.
How would you propose that we read a few chapters ahead, Countess?
Why don't we take a look and see what's happening at the Freehold? Wouldn't that be fun?
How could we do that?
There
She
it
turns
was.
around and she pulls aside these two huge curtains, and where there should be a window there's just this big gilt framed mirror. Let's see what we can see, shall we?
I want one.
And John, I would like to do Tattletale.
Very well. In fact, just before this tattletale,
Mm-hmm.
does anybody need to take a break?
I think we need more vino.
Yeah.
I can go do that.
Thank
Back in
you.
a sec.
Do you need anything while he's up? I'm volunteering your services.
I'm on the end. Do you need
Water? Do you think?
Back in a sec.
Oh, I'm good. I just figured that maybe people would want.
Zrai?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so this is under Soothsay.
Mm.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You're like, what is this power?
Yeah.
The book's right here if you do want.
Oh, there it is.
If you had a
yes.
magic mirror, I'd
It's
imagine you
into
just
the
spend your
table.
time in front of it at all times, just being like, "Who's fairest?" All right.
What?
Yeah.
Still me?
Mirror, mirror
Great.
On the wall. Who is fairest of them all? Sophia, breathes fire, melts the mirror.
You don't. say. Thank you very much. The finger post is coming. Dun, dun,
Did you
dun.
almost die?
I just caught this link on something.
Holy shit, Tattletale is a level 3, y'alls.
Hey, you don't have access to that information in game.
Oops.
Get outta
Well,
here.
it's a good thing we're on break.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, this is so cool. I was just looking at Soothsay when I was trying to figure out what to spend my XP on. And I was like, do I go down the Soothsay tree? So that's so cool that you have it. Yay.
Oh, Dark Elven, thank
Hi,
you.
Dark Elven.
Something Sophia would be able to do at some point.
There's a lot of things that Sophia wants to be able to do.
Didn't you fall earlier today? Welcome to dinner.
Yes.
Any questions before we resume?
Why you gotta be like this?
Thumbs up,
I
GG.
sent you 2 questions
Hmm?
via chat. for whenever you want to answer them.
I did answer them.
Oh.
Oh, it's not scrolling down for some reason. Thank you.
Why you lying? Why you always lying?
It's not always lying.
Stop fucking lying.
Weirdness, I was out of the room when you said this. I like your implication about knocker weapons makers. I like it. I'm very excited to see what we can do with that.
Crafts mechanisms, firearms, gunsmith. What was that about knocker weapons makers?
Oh shit, that's a lot. No, I like it. No, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you could metamorphose a Nerf gun into a real gun, no? Or something. Or a bullet into a pellet or some shit.
Anyway.
Okay.
There's your problem.
Reggie comes back holding a basket, and he starts wrapping a cloth around his hand so that he can unscrew some light bulbs and put new ones in.
Reggie, I've decided I like the lights in here. Actually, can you please send for Paul the Salty? I forgot to ask you to do that earlier. And she like opens up a trunk and starts digging through it and sort of throwing like various clothes and other soft items, pillows and everything, until she finds like this gold lame turban, and then hunts for a pin and sets it in front with like 3 giant feathers coming out the back, and then settles it onto her head.
Perfect. So quite the hat.
You look very fetching.
Thank you.
Hashtag book.
Mirror, mirror, I don't have a rhyme for you. Please go ahead and show me what's happening over at the Spark. Do you like my hat? The hat was her bunk.
Yep.
All right. You're just using? So you need to dedicate a person or an object as your focus.
The mirror itself is the focus that she's using to scribe through, and I think at one point or another she hung a mirror in the Spark when she visited.
All right. You are currently seeing the exhaust from behind the bar.
Ah.
Nice.
At the moment, you see the following. First, Incisor literally has Claude over her shoulder, and his little legs are kicking a little bit as she is pulling him off towards the bedroom. There are 2 she who are wearing very snappy-looking suits. We're not talking like chimerical voile or anything like that. Like, there's straight up like suits. A man and a woman. They're both pointing at various things, and there's a boggin who's behind them who's scribbling everything onto a clipboard that she's clutching very tightly. You don't recognize any of them. And there's some look of distaste on the male she's face as he's pointing at various electrical and mechanical parts that are being hung as decoration around the exhaust. And every once in a while, the other she just, or as they go through.
I don't recognize any of them.
Me neither. Patches?
No.
Braum?
No.
They do look snappy though. Maybe I should call my lawyer. Interesting. Well, I have
Claude
a very
opens his
good-
mouth just as they turn the corner, and Incisor just very casually just and keeps walking.
I just had a really excellent idea, Lady Sophia.
Oh, yes, what is it?
There is a venue called the Fufun Electronic, and I feel like you should play a concert there. It's a little bit outside of what it is that they normally do.
I have played a concert there.
Excellent. I would love to do it again and attend.
Do you really think that this is the appropriate time?
I absolutely want to attend.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Foofs is known for quite the party. Good choice.
Perfect. That way, I can come with you.
Right, and we would love for you to come with us.
Exactly.
Plenty of nice hotels in the neighborhood as well.
let me start packing. She's going to sort of like keep most of her attention on what's happening on the mirror so that they can keep watching. And she opens up that same trunk that she threw everything else out of and then just starts shoving it back in very haphazardly. And she's not even paying attention to whether or not there's outfits going in.
I'm still watching the spark to see if there's anything else happening.
I'm trying to observe if anyone appears to be armed, and to see if anyone's carrying themselves in any sort of, like, if any of them look like they're skilled combatants, if they're...
Oh, okay. Roll me your perception. Well, that's actually an interesting question, what I'm going to have you roll. I would like you to roll your sort of perception alertness, but I'll take your military training into account.
Difficulty 6?
No, for you it's going to be 5.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 successes?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, so both she are carrying rapiers, but they look more ceremonial than anything else. Like they would work. Changelings don't tend to carry around useless swords, but they're not. It's not like a show of strength or like we're gonna fuck you up kind of thing. It's more like this is probably their daily carry that they just wear. It's not uncommon for changelings to do this, and it's not considered out of place. It'd be out of place if they drew their swords, but otherwise that's fine. The Boggin looks like she isn't a combatant at all. These two are walking with discipline, but not military rigidness. I have players who take notes.
You love it? Do you love it? Do you hate
I
it?
kind of love it.
Sometimes we do.
I kind of hate getting caught in my like, oh shit, I didn't realize this.
It's all good.
But that's fine.
What else will I need to stop the takeover of a freehold in a completely different... My passport. Perfect. Yeah, I've already got it.
I should go and speak to Dr. Saley as well.
Yes.
The passport, incidentally, when she picks it up, some of the pages flash through, and every single page has like visa stamps on it.
You do love to travel, don't you, Countess?
You couldn't hold me down if you tried. Poor Spency.
Well, he seems to manage quite well here. The Sapphire Eye has been a wonderful host for us. Thank you.
I absolutely adore him. He is so understanding, although he doesn't understand.
I'm not sure how to reconcile that, but I'll have to take your word for it.
Indeed.
I'm going to go and get the rest of my things. Patches, are you going to keep watching here?
Reggie comes back, and with him is a tall, dark Selkie.
I'm going to close the curtains over the mirror.
He's dressed in a bomber jacket and slacks, wing-tipped shoes, and his hair just keeps falling over his eyes, and he can't do anything or won't do anything about it.
Polly, we're going on another adventure. This one has political intrigue and also a beautiful club. I'm very excited.
For you, anything.
I know.
And who are your friends?
Oh, this is the Lady Sophia that you already knew that, obviously. House Liam and everything. She's my little prodigy. I'm so proud of her. Then, of course, you also have Sir Braum. He's a knight of the Red Branch, House Gwydion, obviously. And the steward, Patches.
Well, I suppose temporarily not, but yes.
You are still the steward of the Spark, Patches.
Oh, good.
I'm going to continue to refer to you as the steward.
Thank you.
You don't normally bring me such interesting companions.
I know I'm usually so selfish about those sorts of things, but they absolutely need to get back to Montreal because things are happening that shouldn't be happening. It's very exciting. People might get shot. We could get shot.
Well, hopefully no one needs to be shot for this to be reversed.
Sometimes a little danger adds to things, doesn't it? I've been to Montreal before.
Holly, if I get shot, will you catch me?
Not only will I catch you, I just might snag the bullet in midair.
Oh, that would be so exciting. We'll have a book written about it, and then I won't read it.
Sure, someone could write a song about it.
Well,
I'll make it.
Sophia.
Oh, thank you, Patches.
I'm going to need something from the three of you if we're going to be making this little trip.
What is that?
A token?
I need to know
Jesus, Patches, no.
your most vivid memory of that city. And it needs to be the most vivid, or I'll know. You can tell me in private, of course. I can be trusted. Otherwise, I wouldn't be hanging around with someone so disreputable.
Flying into
He's definitely the better half of us.
Boy.
Flying into Montreal for the first time, it was late. I had sort of slept on the plane, but not really because I was excited and upset, and there were just so many lights in this city that, of course, it's not like London is some country bumpkin nowhere, but it was Canada, which is this huge, like continent-wide land, and there's this tiny island covered in light, except for a little dark patch where the mountain is, in the middle of the island. That's always been, it's my first memory, and it's my strongest one.
Do you want to go, or I mean, I don't.
You
know.
can
Do
it
you
in
have one?
private.
I'm trying to think of one.
Oh, okay.
You can whisper it into my ear. I'm sure that big but yet tender soul like you must have some very vivid memories.
Can I'm gonna tell you one. Can I ask or roll? Is Polly being flirtatious with everybody, or is it affected?
I think it's just
I don't know
you,
if I
man.
can do that. No, he was being. I feel like he was being flirtatious with the Countess, but like,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
is it
yes.
affected or no?
It's a bit affected.
Okay, all right. I'm just curious, you know.
It's a little bit affected, yeah.
No, I do not need to whisper in anyone's ear. I am proud to say my most vivid memory is sitting on a guardrail on the top of Mount Royal as well, looking out over the city. There is an incredible lookout there that looks out all the way down to the bottom of the island. I was there with my love, and it was a magical night. Is that sufficient, Polly?
If it's the most vivid memory you have.
Incredibly so.
It was my first night away from home. I decided to move away from my family's house, and I just left. I had nowhere to stay. I didn't have an apartment, so I stayed in the youth hostel downtown. And I got into my room, and there were 3 other women at bunk beds. No one looked at me. No one spoke to me. And I sat down on my bed, and I didn't know whether I wanted to cry or laugh. So I kind of started to do both. And before I knew it, the whole room just started crying and laughing with me. And we did that for what felt like hours, but I'm sure was only a few minutes. And then we all went to bed, and that was it. That was it.
I mean, not bad. Unfortunately, I don't have anything quite so poetic. I once ordered takeout and ended up having my first all-male threesome. So, you know.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that happens in Montreal as well.
Cross's Shadow is a very...
Happening place.
Exactly.
Well, it was happening for about 2 hours, yeah. All right. Everybody come here.
Just because it happened once doesn't mean it can't happen again.
Is Patches... Can I roll for this? Is Patches flirting with Polly?
Yes, Patches.
You can roll that, yeah, sure.
I'm
Just
rolling.
trying to encourage him to want to go to Montreal and have a good time.
I mean, I got a success, so... Yeah, that's... Okay.
Trying to encourage him to go to Montreal and have a good time, because the
Yeah.
more they want to go and party, the less they will be involved in our shit
Oh, good call, Patches. Damn you, you're so smart.
and feel less like they've done us a favor.
Good call.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, but I love being beholden to people.
That's fine, Braum. You can be beholden.
Sorry.
And she can be the beauty, and I'll be the eye.
Nice.
As long as it's not Jork.
Oh.
Jork.
We're back.
He leans forward and he reaches into the Countess's suitcase and snatches from it a single sock, which he digs into his own pocket. And then you feel this swirl of glamour surrounding you. And then one by one, the 5 of you disappear.
And the doctor?
Yeah, I
Did you get the doctor?
No.
You said you were going
I had
to,
the
though.
intention of going.
Were you going to get the doctor?
I was.
All right, so then
I'm
she'll
sorry.
come too. That's fine.
Yay.
Okay.
I'm not
good
gonna
job.
be a dick about that.
She'll take point.
If she was down, she might not
Yeah,
be down to walk into fucking.
If she wasn't down for danger,
danger.
then she's welcome to stay.
D for D. Okay, down for danger. Sorry. Yep, my bad.
And
Okay.
then 5 of you reappear just at the base of the cross on Mount Royal. One of you doesn't.
Okay.
Braum,
Yeah.
you
The body has been atomized, turned into its individual molecules. Please reassemble yourself.
Braum, you rematerialize in a room at the Four Seasons Hotel.
Which is where you met.
And Fala is sitting on the edge of the bed.
It's nice knowing you, Braum.
So, for the rest of
See
you,
you later.
you rematerialize, but Braum's not there.
Oh, thank God, we're all safe. Oh, wait. No. Why?
One.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, it's not
Of
his
course.
most vivid memory because he doesn't freaking remember half of the sodding.
No, that's not necessarily it. Patches, calm down. Okay, all right. We'll find him. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Don't you have a telephone that reaches him
Oh,
in your pocket?
Braum,
Yes.
the first thing that Fala does is she reaches into her pocket and she pulls out an arquebus, points it at you.
Whoa. Okay.
Phone.
All right.
I'm
I-
calling.
I reach very
Braum.
slowly into my pocket. I pull it out slowly and I hand it to her. I want to let you know that I am not a threat to you. This is a mistake.
I am sure that you think that this is a mistake, but this is not the first time that you have made entrance into this room. She pockets the phone even as it starts ringing.
Oh, fuck. Probably got a ringtone though.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
No, it's like
Oh.
the most generic ringtone ever. Oh.
Why though? Why?
He's not answering.
It's fine.
Holly, did everything work out okay?
I guess he didn't give me his most vivid memory. I mean, people don't necessarily want to talk about it, but
No, he's lost half of his memories. Or
Oh.
most of his memories. He's lost a decade.
somebody probably should have told me that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't fucking think that it would count.
Isn't a memory
He
just something you can
mentioned memory
remember?
from that decade.
If you can't remember a memory, it can't be a vivid memory. Damn it!
Don't panic. It's all right. Things like this happen all the time.
All right.
sometimes.
So, Cross Mountain, East Olympic Stadium, Foofs, south of there.
You're calling again?
Calling incisor.
Oh, Sizer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Spinning.
Yeah?
Spinning.
Are you still at the Spark?
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be spending my mornings sitting on a boggin's face, but, you know, I do what I have to.
Charming. We're back in the city.
Yeah, cheers.
All right,
for
where the
sure.
fuck are you?
Is Braum there?
Braum?
We lost him during the Wayfair.
How do you lose somebody who's 9 feet tall and sheds rock?
I have no
Please, I'm only 8 and a
idea.
half.
Is everyone there at the Spark?
Yeah, I think we're all still here. I haven't seen Kyoko in about an hour, but I imagine that she's probably doing something around here.
Are the She still there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this place is still crawling with nobles.
All right, if one of you would be able to get out and meet us outside of the Spark, that might be a good idea to
How about I
start.
send Claude so that he doesn't keep fucking this place up? And then underneath you hear this like... Yeah, shut the fuck up. All right, what?
Fine, send Claude.
All right, guess what, Claude? You got a mission again. You get to be a Red Branch Knight all over again. How's that?
Play
Play
of the
Of the
game.
game.
right there. Well done, John.
That's my favorite.
We'll meet him at
That's fine.
Cafe Green in an hour.
Regain a willpower.
Cafe Green?
Yes.
All right, you get to eat some, like, vaguely shitty Westmount food. How's that? All right, I'm casting him out.
We'll see you soon.
I'll keep eyes on this place here. Look,
Thank you.
do me a favor.
Yes?
Don't do anything stupid.
Right back at you.
Tell me what you are doing here. The last time I saw you, you were headed directly towards another freehold in Seattle.
Yes, where we found our way. We were called back because I have heard that House Elened is repossessing the Spark. Or possessing, because they never owned it in the first place.
That is not entirely true. House Elened does have a legitimate, if spurious, claim.
I would love to hear that so that I
Yes,
can be
I would love
prepared.
to understand why you have suddenly appeared in my hotel room. Once again.
You must believe me when I say that this is an accident. We were brought back into the city and I somehow ended up here. Our paths needn't cross again, Fala.
Tell me why I should believe you.
I am I am a knight of the Red Branch. I swear on the loyalty I have to my friends that this is the truth, and that all I want is to keep the Spark safe, to keep its inhabitants safe. That is my goal, that is my destiny. Do you believe that, Fala? Or do you not have it in you?
I believe your destiny and mine differ. And I was not aware that I needed to care about yours.
Put the weapon down. We can share our knowledge with each other.
And that's when you hear a beeping sound on her phone. I have to read this.
All right?
She pulls out another scroll. If you move,
Don't do it.
I will shoot you.
Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it!
And she unrolls the scroll and looks down.
We're going to meet Claude
Great.
outside of the Spark, just in case things get hairy.
Let's just.
I don't know how we're going to find Braum.
I'm gonna text him and text Braum. Just say, meet us near the Spark. Get in touch, please, with any of us. Send it off.
Stuart Patches,
Yes.
you're an inventor, aren't you?
Yes.
You would be interested perhaps in making a new invention at some point.
Absolutely.
And you might want to name that the Weirtron 2000.
Awesome.
Where?
And I'll let you know all about it, assuming we ever get access to that workshop again. But you've
Excellent.
definitely helped us with that first step, so the least I can do is name something after you.
Of course. Now then, once we meet up with Claude, oh goodness, I've missed him so much. He is so funny. I love him so much.
It's
I just love
Claude.
his cheerful
Countess.
attitude.
Oh. Sorry, did you just say Claude had a cheerful attitude?
He's very happy. He's one of the sweetest. I mean, compared to Reggie, most Boggins are very sweet, but he's
Well, that's
absolutely
true.
charming.
Charming is true when it comes to pretty lady.
And he's very good at holding his drink.
Yep,
That's true.
literally.
That's
He
right.
serves well as well.
It's
Shall
been
we?
a while.
Oof.
We shall. Braum is so hurt.
You
No.
don't know that.
Well, we do.
Oh, right, because of the
Because of what,
thing on his
yes,
shoulder,
what happened
yes.
before.
I mean, it's not really my fault, is it? If he didn't, why didn't anybody tell me?
Because
It's
we're
all right,
idiots.
Polly. These things happen.
Well,
It's
yes.
okay. It just increases the intake. It's fine.
So we're
Stop worrying so much.
walking towards Cafe Green, which I'm pretty sure is the name of it.
Cafe Green?
Lady
Yeah.
Sophia,
Sounds like a
Yes,
good place.
Countess.
it's incredibly important that you stop worrying as much as you do. Things are going to happen exactly as they're supposed to happen, and that's fine.
As long as they happen exactly how they're supposed to happen in a positive way, I'm fine with that.
Well, you can't count on that all the time, but I assure you that things are in the works that are going to make things quite difficult for you for some time, obviously.
What? No.
But
But
it doesn't mean that you can't overcome them. After all, haven't you already risen up? Haven't you already proven that in your lifetime?
some others helped along the way. Like you.
It's always been inside you, though, Lady Sophia. You're the one who made yourself into a mover and a shaker. You're the one who could prove to be a kingmaker. Who knows? The
Kingmaker.
point is, you continue to do exactly how it is that you do, and things will turn out well for you.
Right.
And if that includes other people also having things go well, then that's perfectly fine.
As long as things are also going well for me. Right.
Yes. Mhm.
I can work with that. Patches, can you?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
How wide is the margin of error on your travel? It's again not your fault, but if he gave you the
It's
wrong
never happened to me
information-
before, I swear.
Have you
Wink.
heard tell of it happening and them ending up across the world, or is
Where
it more
do people
like
typically end up when they're lost?
is he more likely to be back near where we started, or anywhere in between, or do you have any idea?
Sorry, say that again?
Basically, I'm trying to ask him, like, if he has any sense of where how close or far Braum could possibly be.
I've got no clue. This has never happened to me before.
Cool.
It's not nearly as important as everything else, but I was rather hoping that Braum would be able to carry this trunk. It's quite heavy. I
Ugh.
think I'll just leave it.
No, Patches, could you make it tiny?
I have one bucket left.
Have my instructions to call and report back. You are going to remain quiet. If you even move from this spot, I will destroy you. Do you understand me?
I understand.
She reaches into her pocket and she pulls out a phone and presses the dial button. She lifts it to her ear.
Can I ask a question as it's dialing?
Yes.
If I were to, say, invoke the weird
Uh-huh.
as a preemptive measure,
Mhm.
my understanding is that it kind of solidifies chimerical stuff in reality, but would there be like an overt...
Oh yeah, people would be able to tell.
Okay. I mean, because like she's, you know what I mean? She sees me as Faye anyway, but like I
Yes.
guess that makes sense. Okay.
I should point out that the weapon that she's pointing at you is currently chimerical. So
Right.
you would be able to resist it anyway. You
right.
wouldn't need to call upon the
That's a
weird.
good point. Okay. Thank you.
The takeover is going according to plan. I have not encountered any significant resistance as of yet.
Ouch.
Oh, ouch. Yeah.
That's a burn
course.
to you.
I understand. Your will. My hands. She hangs up the phone and puts it down.
I'm I'm glad you were able to check in.
You're not to interfere. I'm not interested in seeing this plan go to waste at this point in time.
Did you not tell us that you yourself do not necessarily believe in the soundness of it?
I am under orders that anyone who is attempting to interfere with this is to be considered an enemy and destroyed.
I am already your enemy. Am I not? You believe me to be at odds with you. You believe...
I did not want you to be.
Neither did I.
Roll initiative.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh my god,
That's fine.
I can't believe it.
Okay,
I can believe it.
I mean,
It's
it's not really a
Braum.
plan, but I have an idea.
He's by himself. Of course he got into a fight.
Ooh.
Hashtag.
Oh,
That's so Braum.
yikes. Well, okay, I'm still injured. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
Okay. I rolled 14.
Not that. I rolled a 9. Or 10. Minus 1 is 9, yeah.
Okay, declare your action.
My action is going to be to reach out and try to kick the arquebus from her hand.
Okay, she's going to try to shoot you in the face.
That's a legitimate action. Can I spend a point of willpower to default to a dodge?
Sure, but it's going to be a difficulty... she's at point blank, so it's actually easier for you to dodge at this point. It's going to be difficulty 7 for you to dodge.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We have a drink. Is it every time Braum fucks up?
We'd be at like 5 by now for sure. I can't botch. I can't botch it. Not that you can anyway, but. Oh, that's 4 successes.
4 successes?
No, sorry, 3. Because
3 successes?
Sorry, 3 successes.
All right. You successfully dodge out of the way. The arquebus goes boom, and just chimerical shot just comes out of the fluted and just peppers the wall behind you. But you manage to throw yourself out of the way just in time.
Braum.
Okay,
Round.
that's better. That's
11.
15.
Okay. She is going to cast Quicksilver on herself, and she is reserving some dice to dodge.
Fair. I'm going to kick the television that's in the corner of the room smash it with my foot if I can as a bunk.
I thought you were just going to be like, kick the television, because fuck the man, right?
Fuck the TV. As a bunk, I'm going to use this bunk to cast Dragon's Ire 2,
Okay.
the difficulty to hit business.
All right. Okay.
In terms of the bunk,
I'll give you 2 for that.
thanks, man. Just 4 successes.
All right. So you get your 4 for your Dragon's Ire.
Okay. 4 rounds with a +2 diff to hit.
All right. Fella will act 5 times in the following round.
Come at me, I guess, bro.
Initiative?
Yeah, let's do it. Shit. Okay.
10.
6. 12.
All right. For her actions, she is going to attempt to stab you,
Okay.
stab you,
Okay.
stab you,
Okay.
stab you,
Okay,
full
and?
dodge.
Okay. I love it. My action is going to be a haymaker to the side of the head. I want to knock her out. Like, we're done here, you know what I mean?
All right. You roll your haymaker first.
Okay. Is that
I will roll my dodge.
dex to attack? I'm doing it.
Remember that you still have your wound penalty.
Thank you.
Okay. Interesting.
One, 2 successes.
Okay, so I'm just going to point out here, I didn't botch, but I rolled 3 1s and only
Yeah.
1 success.
Thank.
But that means that you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's all. That's I'm assuming strength brawl, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
I would have to check it, but probably. I
Yep.
should know that, yeah.
She's rolling stamina.
Thank
She's
you.
currently wearing armor, so.
Yeah, for a soak.
Ooh. Ooh. I
Okay.
also rolled 1 success and 3 ones on a
So no
damage
damage?
roll?
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
So
Holy crap.
you knock her in the side of the head, and she just rolls with a punch and bounces off the bed, and she comes up, flashing a dagger in her
I'm
hand,
so fucked.
and she's gonna roll to attack you.
Okay, it's
I-
plus 2 diff to hit.
I guess you. Oh, because you have your thing.
Up
Plus-
to a max of
plus 2
9.
diff.
So,
Okay, so it's a difficulty of 8.
8.
So here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2 successes. So
Okay.
the first will hit. I'm gonna deal with them all in
Yeah,
once.
go for it.
Second. So it's 2 successes for the first one.
Sorry, Kung Fu
2
Better.
successes for the second one.
Oh, I
1 success.
don't even get to dodge. What am I saying?
And 2 successes. All right. Here come the damage rolls. You're going to be rolling stamina here,
Yeah.
and your armor, of course.
Right. There's a wound penalty on that as well. It's a pool.
No, there's no wound penalties on soak.
Thanks, bro.
There also aren't wound penalties on damage, by the way. Did you roll wound penalties with damage?
Yeah.
So roll 2 dice. In fact, no, don't bother. You can't get more successes.
Right,
You
I'm
roll
not
2
going to be able
rolls.
to go over the ones.
So, go ahead.
Soak.
Okay, roll it 4 times.
Oh, yep, here we
and
go.
just keep
And
track of the number of successes.
Like totals or just each individually?
I want each individually.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
And how many health levels are you down? How many do you have left, I should ask?
4.
4? Okay.
Okay. 3, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my god.
3, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Fuck.
Here's the damage that you're going to be taking.
I'm ready.
0,
Yep.
0,
Yeah.
0, 3.
Wow. This is chimerical damage?
It's all chimerical damage.
Okay.
So she bounces off the bed, comes up, the knife flashes, and it just glances again and again and again off the rock. And then the last one, she slams directly into your wound. All the stitches pop as the dagger comes down and then rips out another chunk of your skin. Your chimerical blood fountains out of your shoulder, just arcing across the room. How many health levels do you have now?
I am at crippled on my chimerical
Oh
track.
my god.
Which is 1 above income.
Round.
Yeah. Uh, 9, I guess.
That includes your wound penalty?
Yeah.
Okay. Your action?
Full defense, I guess.
Full defense? You're not okay.
I mean, well, I could.
Can you roll behind the TV, kicked over or something, and
Well-
get some cover?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna sprint for the door.
Okay, you have
How
to
many
spend-
floors am I up? Do I know?
Well, you've been there before.
Yeah, I remember this room.
You are 8 floors up.
Oh my god.
I have a point of glamour.
Oh my god.
I would like to
Okay.
Oh
run for the window, jump out, use that as my bunk to cast Skycraft 1 to blow air from the ground to slow my descent enough to save life.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Holy
this?
balls.
So, here's the deal. Yes, except
Okay.
you're currently experiencing not only wound penalties, you can't even walk properly.
That's legitimate.
So you can spend 1 willpower
Okay.
to get rid of your wound penalties, but that's all you can spend your willpower on. You can't then spend another for a success or anything like that. You're going to spend willpower to ignore your wound penalties for 1 turn. I don't even know if that's a rule. I'm going to check.
But we're going for it?
I'm checking. Because
My heart.
I'm actually kind of interested
I
to
mean,
see
I'm
how this
hoping
goes.
that my
Dang.
wound penalty and the bunk will balance out, guys. That's what I'm hoping here.
Oh.
Willpower can be used for automatic success, overcoming compulsion, clearing bedlam, ignoring injury.
All right,
Thank
there it is.
you.
Thank you, Aragorn.
Bruh,
Go
bruh.
for it.
'Kay.
Her action, which comes first,
Yeah. Rip my fucking head off. I'm sorry, go ahead.
is she's going to step forward and she's going to attempt to slash you one last time. Are you aborting to dodge?
Oh.
The answer is no, because you have spent your willpower.
I've spent the willpower for the round.
Ready?
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure. I'm a +2 diff to hit.
You're the luckiest fuck I've
Yeah,
Yes!
I see a 1, a 4, and a 6. I can't tell what else is in there.
One,
Braum,
9,
Braum.
4, 6, 1, 1.
Braum.
I'm going to point out, I don't fudge my rolls here.
No.
My players could see these dice if they
Yeah.
wanted to. Braum.
Yeah.
Braum
Oh.
picks himself up and just heaves himself out the window.
Fuck me.
Roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
Your
god.
bunk is level 4.
Thank fuck.
Minus an additional 1. That's... Yeah, that's going to be like diff 3 or something. And I'm ignoring my wound penalty for the round.
Hmm?
I'm doing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. 5 successes.
The window shatters
Oh my
and
God.
you can see it. Look, the world goes in slow motion around you for a moment as pinpricks of light bouncing off every single shard at one point just illuminate you. As the force of glamour pushes the air underneath you and causes you to rise. Now, it's powerful enough that it'll actually blow you up and you can go onto the opposite building, or you can just land where you are.
Nope, let's go over there and I'll try to find a way down through the building and
Wicked.
hopefully escape.
You land on the other side of the building with a painful jolt.
Oh.
Round.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's -5, right?
Yes.
7.
Awesome. Your action?
My action will be to crawl along the ground if possible and try to find a way down off this building.
Cool. Hopscotch to leave out the window and go on to the next building.
No, I fucking tried.
Ready?
Yeah.
I've been rolling like shit.
Well, you know what, man? I have a
Okay.
full health, full...
Fala
opponent.
runs to the edge, plants her foot, and then punches out the rest of the window as she launches up and then slams down on the building next to you. You crawl a little bit. Round.
$12.
Interesting. I only rolled a 7. You rolled a 12 on a -5? Shit.
10, 17.
All right, go for it. What do you want?
It's you.
Oh, right, me.
I mean,
She's going to lean down, whisper something into your ear, and then stab you.
my action is going to be to let her do this and then grab her wrist and twist her so that she's on the ground and then roar in her face.
So you're attempting a
Grapple.
grapple. All right.
'Cause I think that's my best pool.
You should have stayed where people could see you. Roll your grapple.
Okay.
All right. Well, her strength roll's not great,
I'm
but
going to spend a point of willpower if I may.
okay, yeah. Willpower spent. Let's go. How many successes?
2.
It's not enough. 2 successes on my end.
I'm fucking dead.
Well, we don't know that yet. Here we go. Roll your stamina.
Okay. Stamina armor rating.
Yep.
Don't mind if I diggity do. Ooh! Can't puncture that armor, baby!
How many successes?
A lot. 5.
The knife comes down and just, again, glances off your rock-plated skin and skids off. Sparks fly up from the dagger itself. Round.
Uh, 9.
10.
Okay. My action is going to be, because I'm lying on the ground, essentially dead, right? I'm just going to roar in her face, "You cannot kill me!"
Why?
And I'm going to use that as a bunk to
'Kay.
cast Dragon's Ire 4 to blow a load of glamour, I'm going to shoot her in the face with an Eldritch Blast coming out of my mouth!
Right.
Guys, if this is how
Guys,
Braum
I'm
goes
having
down, I'm okay with it.
Tide flashbacks.
I'm
It's not
down. I'm
pretty.
okay with this.
She reaches to her neck, rips off her necklace, and then throws it down on the ground at you.
Okay.
Oh, she's dropping her necklace of fireball.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Roll me your stamina, please.
Okay. Just stamina?
Just stamina.
Okay.
How many successes?
None. I got 2 ones.
Her fist engulfs in flame, and she sends it down. And it's the last thing that you see is just flame, and then one person's face flashes in front of your eyes before it's gone. Whose is it?
It's probably Patches. No, it's Case. Sorry.
You are chimerically killed.
I told you we shouldn't have gone.
Gone where?
Yeah, it's true.
At Cafe Green, several minutes later, Paul the Salty just stands by the booth. He looks, to his credit, he looks kind of guilty, like he kind of knows that something didn't happen the way that it should have. But he's inching back and forth until eventually Claude comes in, and he has dressed. He's got his apron is still on, his shoes are scuffed, his gloves are off, so you can see his gnarled hands underneath. He honestly doesn't look that bad, but like to you, he looks a bit of a fright.
Oh, Claude, it's good to see you, and I want to hug him, or go to hug him, if he'll accept the hug.
Okay, so you approach, and he sees you, and then he sees Ware, and then the hug comes, and I want you to roll me Perception Alertness at a difficulty of 6. You can roll this as well.
Is this insightful at all?
Kung
Does
Fu,
my
I'm thinking the
specialty
same
come
thing,
into
actually.
play?
No, it's not insightful specifically.
Non-success.
No successes? Are we all just shitty dice today?
3 successes.
You can feel a single tear fall on your shoulder.
Oh!
Wait, you can feel that? Holy crap.
I'm very perceptive.
All right.
Sophia, of course, someone was going to.
Perceive this one.
Claude, I'm so sorry.
I don't know what happened.
That's what we're here to figure out, right,
Yeah.
Patches?
We're going to figure this out. We're going to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to undo it, and we are going to make those who did it
Pay.
pay.
Here, have a seat. Claude, have you eaten? You probably haven't eaten. Can I get you a coffee or a smoothie? They have really nice breakfast here, actually.
Claude, do you think
Sunlight,
Oh boy.
please do me the favor of not serving me, when all I would wish to be doing is to be serving you.
Well, maybe we could think of this as a vacation. Right?
would it be unwise for me to head up there and
Patches, no.
see how things are going?
They haven't even
Innocently
instilled-
returning home, clueless to what's going on?
They haven't told anybody else. What makes you think they would tell you?
Exactly, but then I could stumble in and be like, oh my goodness, what's going on?
But if this whole setup was a setup, maybe they were after one of us or all three of us.
Exactly.
We
when
don't
we're
know where
not
Braum is,
home.
and
To what do we owe the presence of the illustrious Countess?
Oh, Claude, it's been so very long. We're going to have to go out and go drinking and tell some stories. You seem changed. She hugs him and sort of kisses him on the forehead. We'll discuss. But in the meantime, let's definitely find Braum. He's gone missing, you see. A little, mistake with the weird. It happens. Certainly nobody to blame.
Why do you not have...
Oh, he needed a vivid memory, and none of us thought to mention that he doesn't have all his memories, so he got lost somewhere between there and here with the travel.
he's not answering his phone. We don't know where he is.
It's all right. We can find him.
How?
Hopefully. Just sit tight.
I'm sure someone can use some location magic.
Ooh.
Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? And I'm going to go ahead and cast, Seer's Wisp.
Okay. Are we just gonna let this happen? Because I think I'm just gonna let you keep singing. I'm totally fine with
contributing
this.
to the bunk.
Seer's Wisp. The seer gains the ability to conjure a bright fragment from the heart of the dreaming to lead where she needs to journey. She may whisper into the wisp the name or a description of the thing or person or place she seeks, and it will lead her there unerringly along the paths of dawn.
Please take me to the location where I can find Sir Braum of House Gwynedd.
Okay.
And don't forget we're in Canada, so it's kilometers.
Okay. So, the light continues along. It starts to hover towards the door.
I get up and follow.
I'm following too.
Field trip.
I guess we're not staying for anything to eat,
Well,
or
Claude, stay, eat. We have to find Braum, but you've been through a lot.
you would bring me to a sunrise and then tell me to look away?
All right, come with us.
Should I go get my car? It's not far.
I'll drive.
Oh, it's Patch's car. Leia is on the edge of a breakdown.
But she
Oh,
said-
for sure.
You guys start walking, follow the light, and I'll get my car and I'll find you.
Okay.
Where are
I'm
you
gonna
guys-
go
where are
get
they
my
headed?
car.
Oh,
following
we're
a little
Sears wisping
wisp
our
type
way
of
to you,
thing.
buddy.
Who
Find you.
who did that?
Countess.
Oh.
It's a soothsay.
I was like pointing
Oh.
it.
So glad I was
don't know
just
where to
reading
put-
that tree.
So the wisp starts to move along,
Soothsay.
and then at one point it flickers, and then it keeps going.
Interesting. Claude, we should definitely get together, you and me and your wife. That would be so delightful. Will you host?
Your what?
What?
Sorry, I'm not there. Sorry.
Yes, I would be happy to accommodate that. Yes, we could absolutely meet up. I'm sure she'd be glad to see you again.
I just adore her. Her name is Helea. I don't know if you have met her. He's very private about his personal life sometimes, I find. But she's absolutely adorable, and I don't mind admitting that I'm the one who brought them together.
Oh, you're quite the matchmaker, Countess. How long ago was this that you met?
Oh, I'm not very good with time. How long was it, Claude?
8 years.
Yes.
Lady Helena.
8 years ago. Wow.
There's more here.
I should
I hope
point.
she's well.
I should point out first of all, he wears no wedding ring,
Mm-hmm.
as well as could be expected, of course. Yes.
Excellent. How far away is Patches' car?
It's not far.
Yeah, it's in the basement of Alexis Neon, which is like a block away.
You have a reserved spot there?
Oh,
I
yeah.
work there.
And it
Right.
says Packers.
So then, yes. It does
No,
not.
It says, fucking Hewlett and
The Sears Swiss won't
Packers.
find dress
Yeah.
sales for much longer. The crosshair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cromwell
another
Eventually, the
back.
wisp.
Yeah.
The wisp flickers and flickers, but it continues. It's never flickered like that before. That's kind of odd.
Countess, is this normal?
No. That makes it interesting, doesn't it?
I think I would be a little more interested if we weren't trying to track down Braum.
It is worrisome. I would agree with that as well. But that also makes it exciting, don't you think?
I think I'm all excited out for the week, to be honest with you.
You get into the car,
Mm-hmm.
and who's driving?
I'm driving.
Oh my God, Bear is driving. How can that be? Car full of midgets. Anyway.
What? Okay.
Are you sure you wouldn't like me to drive? I'm to drive
I
in Canada for quite some time.
will have to treat you to that another time. Right now, I'd like to find Braum, and I'm guessing that it would be helpful for you to be able to keep your full focus on this spell.
She's right, Countess.
So I'm going to ask you, it's a very simple roll, but I am going to ask you to do it. Could I have you roll your wits drive, please, at a difficulty of 4?
Because you never know.
Please don't bunk.
1, 2,
Thank
3.
the Lord.
You mean botch, right?
Yeah, don't botch.
3 successes.
There's no need to
Yes,
bunk either,
bunk.
really, here.
Absolutely.
So you drive,
Mm.
Awesome.
and it starts to take you along the Highway 20, and then it puts you towards the Champlain Bridge,
Okay.
and then you're headed towards the American border.
What? Oh no. None of us have our passports. We can't
If he's that far.
cross.
Well, we'll deal with that when we get to it, won't we? You'll definitely fail if you don't try.
It's good advice. Sorry.
Are we chasing Braum, or are we
Think loaded.
checking out the spark? What's our priority here?
Both.
Yeah, well, they're two different fucking directions, so...
Yeah, Sophia.
If you'd like,
Yes.
perhaps Claude, Polly, and I can go and find wherever it is that Braum is at. And you two can return to the spark to see what's there.
I mean,
Take the next exit.
we should be looking for him.
Braum could be all the way back in fucking Seattle for all we know.
If there's one thing
Could
I
have been
know about
teleported into
Red
the middle of a
Branch-
lake.
If there's one thing I know about the Red Branch, they understand duty.
Yeah.
He's not going to be offended.
He could have been dropped into a small puddle and his phone is fried and he doesn't know to put it in rice. He'll get in touch when he can. But if it's driving us to the border, he could be anywhere. He could be in Argentina for all we know. That's south too.
That's a good point.
Where is he from originally?
Kingdom of Apples? Apples are tasty.
They have some amazing nightclubs.
There are some amazing nightclubs here.
Yes, that's true. We have a plan, don't we, Lady Sophia? Please
Right.
stop frowning.
Right.
So is there somewhere we can drop you off, since obviously we can't offer you the hospitality of the Spark tonight? Do you have a favorite hotel in the city?
I think I might just wing it.
Alright. So
we're-
nightclubs. Do you want to be let off near Crescent Street? That's not too far from where we're going, and there are some good
I think-
hotels in the neighborhood.
I think I will definitely be going and looking for Braum immediately.
I can't stop you, and I appreciate your doing so.
Thank you, Countess.
Mm-hmm. It's sort of like a scavenger hunt for a very large rock.
Absolutely.
And
It
if you
happens to
crack
be
open a rock,
blue.
sometimes they have geodes inside, and I love sparkles.
I think that describes
break me open.
Braum perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
That's so nice.
Stewart Patches.
Thank you.
Yes.
I would go ahead if I were you and insist upon the fact that although your appointment was made by the former freeholder, that doesn't take away your appointment in the freehold. You are still a steward there.
Excellent. Then I will go do my job.
Lady Sophia, you are she. Never, ever, ever forget that. I wouldn't have made you a lady if it wasn't something that you deserved, and not just for music, obviously.
Thank you, Countess.
Although the music was a significant portion of it. Probably about 99% of it.
That's good to hear.
But there's 1% of you that is worth about 99% of you. That is much, much more than music. And keep that in mind and stop smiling, or else your face will stick that way and you'll have wrinkles. And there will never ever be a she with wrinkles.
Noted. Thank you again for helping us today. And
Absolutely.
please find Braum safe.
Hopefully he's not gathering moss.
Like,
Take that as you will.
Yes. Yes.
Let's find a car. I'll drive.
Of course he'll drive. How other ways would there possibly be to drive? Sorry, are you taking Claude, or is Claude going back with you?
Whatever
Claude
he
can
wants.
Do whatever he wants. He's not our slave.
The meeting with
And Dr.
Alea will
Saley,
have to wait.
who's I think been with us the whole
Oh no,
time.
she's there.
Is she going with them or staying with us?
She'll stay with you.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll talk later.
Of course, Your Excellency.
Take care of them, please.
It is what I was born to do.
It absolutely is, and you do it very well.
Yes, I do. Braum,
Yeah.
what is your banality rating?
3.
Gain 2 points of banality.
That's fair. Thought I had a pencil.
This is
That's also a pencil. Like, sorry, 2 points or 2
Dots.
dots? Okay, okay,
Points.
okay. So then up to 6, but that's, yeah.
When Braum wakes up, there's no memory of a mission, a freehold. It's just a motel. A motel in the Kingdom of Willows. And I think we'll end the session there.
John, very quickly, I forgot to say it out loud. When I was giving Sophia the pep talk, I wanted to use my house boon.
Ooh.
Got it.
House is
Changeling's a great game for one of the reasons is that I can kill somebody and
Not go.
not necessarily end their character's journey. Not necessarily. Not yet. That is our first PC death. We'll have to discuss that alongside some other things on a fancy corner in just a few moments.
Holy smokes.
Yep.
Yes.
Dude.
Holy smokes.
Aragorn.
Aragorn, 2K18.
Maybe we don't want you back in this game. When you show up, Braum dies. I mean.
Yeah, who are you gonna get next time, Aragorn? Huh? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm so happy with the surprise, if I may.
Yeah.
Super great to have you back. And John, thank you.
Is it weird that I actually thought it was a strange song? When she first started speaking, I thought it was like
Oh, just like
a
music with
song with
I
talking at the
unfortunately
beginning.
saw like the little Skype window pop up on our screen saying like I'm ready or something.
Oh, I was 100%
Yeah. So-
surprised. I was like,
Just
oh,
as
what's
I
this
heard
music? That's
the
interesting.
audio.
Oh my
Oh
god.
So,
Well, let's get those play the game suggestions in. Remember that you have a drink counter to guess, and of course, what did you learn today? We're gonna go from left to right. Liz.
Sophia learned that she has had enough of excitement, of an exciting runaway life. She wants to go home, and she knows what home is now. And now it's been taken away from her. She's very sad.
Oh no.
Kate.
Oh, no.
I learned that Patches definitely sucks at social situations, needs to default to military etiquette, and that
She doesn't have military
she's-
etiquette.
No, but you know, she's like, okay, I will just stand here and be quiet.
That's what they do. Yeah.
But that she's actually kind of excited that there's a sort of a plan at the moment of like, okay, now there's a specific task to focus on, deal with get the spark back, rather than like, tell us, can we fix him? Question marks.
It's true.
Scott.
Injuries suck. Combat is hard. Yeah. What did I kind of like? I was really like dedicated to the idea of trying to sucker punch Fala. Like, you know what I mean? Like I went into that situation thinking that I was going to fight, and that was maybe not. That was maybe not what I expected to happen.
You're a better combatant than Fala, but you were injured
I was very
going
injured.
in.
So it was a bit of an
So
even
injured.
field in that sense.
I'm just going to take this opportunity to remind my players and anyone out there that eventually, a botch will catch up to you.
Well, that's
So how do you feel having died?
You know, vindicated. I'm selfish. I'm wrong. I don't feel vindicated. No, I just, you know, it's a very like moving, intense experience. But I think you're right, John. Like, I don't feel as if I have lost my character. I feel like I'm now going to explore a different side of this character that I haven't really kind of considered all of yet,
Well,
which I think is really fun.
it's time to figure out who might have today's play of the game. Here are your options. Braum gives the last full measure of devotion. Patches is the best, worst dinner guest. And Sophia learns where home is after going home. Vote 0, 1, or 2 now.
Guys, like,
In the meantime, let's see how many drinks are currently on the counter.
3.
Man.
They all showed up during Braum's fight.
I was thinking that too, actually.
It was at initiative. It was at like one of your later rounds, and then it was at the end. And yeah.
I was wondering if it was every time a PC rolls higher initiative than John. That's so specific. But, like, it didn't happen
Maybe.
every time he rolled initiative. It was just when he rolled a higher initiative,
Well, there's
right?
no guarantee that we're
Oh,
gonna.
no, you rolled lower first.
There's no
never
guarantee
mind.
that we're gonna fight in the session either, right?
Mhm. I feel like it was.
Yeah, but then the
every
drink counter
time
might be 0. in
That's
which
true.
case
someone
That'd be
that
true.
happens.
set themselves up for danger. Like, I specifically, like, each time it showed up, it was like, no, don't do it. Like, when it was
Right.
initiative, it was like, oh shit. And then it was like, no, don't do that. And then it was like, no, seriously, don't do that.
Remember, folks, they get their guess. If they don't get it, I get mine. We don't even know what the prize is for mine this time around.
Yeah.
But I think I know what it is.
Mm.
So,
I would like to jump in on Kate's guess,
Yeah,
which
go
would
for it.
be a
Like-
drink every time a PC put themselves in
Danger.
active. Yeah, in in
Yeah.
in
is
danger.
that
Yeah.
your guess?
Yes.
All right. Every time the PCs put themselves in danger.
It is a good day to
Thanks,
die.
Kung Fu Fenris. Aww.
All right. So my guess is every time a PC spent willpower.
That would be good.
Yes.
Ah,
Nice.
nice.
It's true. Those all
You're right.
coincided as well.
Yep,
Actually, that's
you're
true.
right.
That's a good point.
It wasn't. Yep.
It's all good.
It's really funny because Dafu and I picked it specifically because you guys had guessed that before.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, crafty.
Wow, we're just never gonna
So,
get it.
What does
That's
John
okay.
win?
I don't know, but I should win something.
Yeah.
Chat's going to have to figure that one out.
You win a
In the
PC,
meantime,
Jeff.
there
Oh,
is a
wait.
consolation prize that I can throw out there. In a unanimous vote,
Yep.
Braum gives
Thank
the
you so
last
much.
full measure of devotion for play of the game this time around.
Thank you all so much. It's an honor just to be nominated. I hope I will be alive. John, that's your prize. You got to kill a PC man.
And that's a prize? I already did it.
A
Does that mean I get to kill another one?
no?
Thank
I
you,
don't think
everyone.
so.
All right.
Take it.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
No! We're also like, I realize the three of us are over here like edge of our seat too. I'm sure you guys are
Oh,
the same way.
100%.
Yeah.
And the worst thing
Mhm.
about it, I think, is that Patches and Sophia weren't there.
Yeah,
so
we're
you
totally
immediately
oblivious.
have to flip over to them.
Yeah.
Liz and Kate know, but our characters don't, and
Yeah.
it's the fucking worst.
It's like, oh boy, I guess we should talk to Claude and worry about
and pretend that
finding Braum
everything's
and
fine. Oh, I hope
get him
Brahm's
sparked.
okay.
Yeah.
Doop doop doo. Oh.
Acting.
So I'm gonna actually put it to the chat. I'm gonna throw it up on Twitter. I want an answer as to what I win if I get to figure out what this drink counter is. I want it solved. So let's open that up to you guys. Maybe we'll put it up on the forums at rpgclinic.com. We need some new fan art to put up. I know that much. We're greedy,
We are very greedy.
but that's what we can do. Hey, in the meantime, if anybody has any questions out there, please let us know. It's been a session. I have to thank Erwin for stepping in,
Mucho
balls.
apreciando.
but also thanking, of course, Captain Daff, who had to then pick up the slack on that moderating duty.
Yep. Thank you, Dafu.
I got my dice set.
Thank you, Aragorn.
It preferably has to be something that doesn't necessarily involve spending money because,
Mm.
where's that money
might
coming from?
guess
Come from the
every
donations.
Single
Wait a second.
week.
We'll put it up on forums as well.
Yeah. So
Get
we'll
the
put that
conversation
up
going.
there. We'll figure
Maybe
this out.
John wants a sexy Valentine's Day card from one of his NPCs, like last time.
But like multiple versions, because
Yeah.
there's like week after week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
NPC XP doesn't make any difference, though.
Mm.
What was that, Aragorn?
I would have gone the villainous GM route and said like he gets a free auto win or a free auto fail for any one of his NPCs.
Oh, shit.
Not cool, Eric. Not cool. Yeah, I'm with Kate on this one.
It's like someone rolls 5 successes and he's just like, actually, you
No.
won't.
Well, we are definitely going to have to see. How was the audio in this episode, by the way?
Ooh, good
Yep.
question.
I mean, aside from Erwin, which it didn't audio the way that I was intending it to, but just in terms of my mic versus those mics, was there an echo still? Good audio outside alley.
Outside
I
alley.
think so. So I think we sorted
solved
it out
that.
and then added a new problem.
Yay!
So
Yeah.
we'll see if we can get that fixed up for next time. Just for some reason, the audio is not picking up off Skype, but we'll get that sorted. Thanks again to you, Erwin. Very much appreciated. Hey, Sunday Music, there's a new week ahead of us. What's happening, Scott?
Please tune in tomorrow to Twitter, guys. I will be posting the full schedule of Midsummer Method Madness, which is coming up in the following weeks.
Super cool.
On Wednesday, I am going to be streaming. This time around, we're going to take a look at somebody who, a writer for video games, is going to look at a video game that involves a lot of writing. I'm going to be playing a game whose title I fucking forgot. I cannot believe it. It is called
Cuphead.
There is a good amount of writing in that game. Very good, fun.
The game is called
Base.
Don't Make Love. It's about praying mantises who may or may not love each other or have sex.
Fuck
So
off.
Don't Make Love. That is
Yeah.
coming up on Wednesday. How about Thursday?
There will be some Thursday happenings over on my channel. There's something that occurred to me that I was like, duh, I should be doing that. Don't remember what that was, but if
Does
I
that have to
don't
do with
remember
sewing?
that, it might be sewing. So stay tuned to Twitter as always. Friday?
Friday is Punchy.
Punchy.
6 to 8 on my channel. We're back to Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
Origins.
Yeah, you got to finish Origins before you get into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I know.
Odyssey.
I am
You
so excited, guys. I'm freaking out. Saturday.
Store Saturdays,
Are
hashtag
you going to be
crimes.
free?
Yep.
Even though you
That's
stuff
why
afterwards?
things start at 6 instead of earlier.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
All right.
Hashtag
Great.
crimes.
Crimes 3 to 5 on Saturday.
Over there.
And of course,
Next
Sunday,
Sunday.
right here.
Can't wait.
Scott, you can like
I've
break?
split the party.
tall. Like,
Let's see how I get out of this
colada,
bullshit that I've made for myself.
chair.
Guys, guys, I am actually so fucking pumped about what's going to happen. I don't know if Braum's going to come out of this okay. I don't know if anyone's coming out of this okay.
Yep.
I was just hoping we would
But-
have a big rescue operation.
Go and
This is not what I expected, but it worked.
But things are in motion, and I'm looking forward to being there with you. Thanks so much for the pride bits at the beginning of the episode. Really appreciated. I mean, look, you guys are all pretty
Twitch unity.
freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I just keep loving this game. Although we've been ending it a little bit earlier, but I mean, it ends
Gotta
in
pick
such
that
good
timing.
places.
Yeah, exactly.
So, folks, get out there, do your Twitch thing. Make sure to keep gaming up and to the right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Dice.
Yep.
Maybe don't provoke a fight.